In the hills, I ain't got no service. In a white hood, I don't fuck with the Ku Klux. Old girl got mad and she switched up. So I went ahead, got me a new one. Down bad, so I had to move up. Old one like, hey, what you doing? CA plates in different states. Okay, she like how I'm moving. Step to a bag, better get with the movement. When I move, you move like that. Do more, get more, say less. So follow, don't miss no step. Speed up now, catch your breath. Good vibe, good drink, no stress. Out of town, no GPS. In the hills, can't call, can't text. In the hills, I ain't got no service. Too high up, I don't think I heard you. Head high where the birds be chirping. Going full speed in the freeway, swerving. I ain't got no service. Too high up, I don't think I heard you. Head high where the birds be chirping. Going full speed in the freeway, swerving.
What do you feel? Nothing.
Welcome, everybody, to a very special day in the VDC season. It is our first grand final of Season 4. We got two wonderful teams in Omnipotent Sandwiches and the Celestial Calzones, and on the other side, we got Solaris and Nebula. But first, gotta bring y'all a little treat. We've got the two general managers in here for a special exclusive interview. Welcome into the booth, Spence and Tavasi.
Whoa. How's it going?
How y'all feel? Both of you in grand finals for Contender. How are y'all feeling, Spence?
Pretty excited. Team's put in a ton of work to get here. This was kind of the goal from the beginning. We may or may not have threatened them with grand finals or bust, and they definitely delivered. So super excited to see how they perform.
How about you, Tavasi? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, I didn't threaten my team to get here, and they made it here anyways, so we're all feeling pretty excited.
Yeah, some weight on Spence's shoulders. I believe he told us before the stream that his Contender team has never missed playoffs, never missed grand finals, actually. So that's some weight on Spence's shoulders. Meanwhile, Tavasi, newly appointed GM for S4, seeing if his new coming expertise in leading Solaris could lead him to a tier championship win. Got a couple casters in the booth here, all of which are muted for some reason. Any of y'all got some questions for our GMs before we send them on their way?
Oh, I do have one. As an ex-OS member myself, it has to be pointed out, like you said, this is practically like an OS in-house. We have Solaris with so many ex-OS members. We have our own OS Celestial Calzones owner, Spence, here. How do you guys feel about this rivalry? Is there one? Or is this something new? Or what's going on here?
I mean, I'll just say I always love a chance to beat Spence. You know, he carried enough when I was on the team, so I think it's my turn to pull ahead.
I don't know. I think we shared MVPs back and forth when we played together, so
yeah,
we both did our fair share of sharing. But I don't know. I think it's a healthy rivalry. Obviously, like we played together for a couple seasons. He was my AGM at one point. Like, obviously, it'd be nice to beat him, but I mean, it's also kind of from the standpoint of like, hey, like he kind of came in, worked really hard as an AGM for me. Like, hopefully learned at least something, and I was like going out and show like an immediate impact of I think number one franchise this season in terms of win-loss percentage. So it's awesome to see. Obviously, I'd love another title under the belt as well, but I mean, if anyone's gonna take it from me, I would want it to be Tavasi.
There you go. You love to see it. All right, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mike Sark, one of your casters for tonight, for the wonderful question. We got Ave and we got JG Koala in the casting booth for now. Could see some changes later, we'll see. But anything else before we send Spence and Tavasi on their way?
I think that's all. Good luck to both of you. Or actually, do you have a question, Ave?
No, I'm good.
All right, bet.
Thank Thank you, Spence. Thanks to Vasi. Good job on the regular season and in your postseason. And may your teams, may the luck be to them. We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I
Yeah.
also am going to surrender for the rest of the stream, but we let your casters take it from here. Welcome Ave, Mike Sark, and JG Koala into the booth.
All right, sweet. Well, thank you for the interviews from both of the greatest GMs that VDC has ever seen, OS Spence and Solaris Tavasi. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Grand Finals. This is going to be a great game. My name is Michael Sark, and with me currently, I have PA Ave.
Thank you for the introduction, Michael. Should be an exciting game today. We got some good storylines. We maybe have the apprentice becoming the master, and I think Spence is 0-3, right, in these finals, his teams?
Ooh,
So he's looking
0-3,
to,
1-3. I know Contender has won at least one of the finals in the past. I was there as part of the franchise when that happened. But yeah, that is true. Contender, like previously noted, OS Celestial Calzones have been to every single finals for the past 3 seasons in VDC. A remarkable achievement. I want to say one of the only teams that have done it. Don't quote me on that though. But we're looking at back to back 4 times in a row. Practically the LeBron James of the of the Contender VDC finals. So hopefully they'll maybe get this one today, and we'll see a 50% win rate through their finals.
which OS player? I'm not sure if you're gonna like know this off the top of your head, but how many of them have been here for multiple finals? Is there anybody like left from previous seasons, or I wonder if they already got upgraded?
You know, I will say
years?
the Contender team has seen a lot of changes. I want to say that everyone here is new, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I know when Koala joins us here soon, they might have a little bit more insight on that. But yeah, I do know that they have put in a lot of work this season. I'm still in the OS server, as you know, it was my past team.
Oh,
So
we
I
got our
always,
first
like,
2
update on
bans.
them and, yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. We missed our first 2 bans. It went Haven and Split.
It's okay. No one likes Split. It's nothing to make note of. Honestly, as much as I hate playing Split, I hate casting it even more. So, actually, what are your favorite maps? If you had a choice of picking it.
To be honest, if I'm picking, is that the Lotus pick I like? It kind of depends, right? Like the team or the maps I like playing in ranked is a lot different than the maps I like playing with like my actual team in VDC. But I'm happy that we don't have to watch Split today. I'll say that pretty confidently.
Yeah.
I'm happy that map's not in the Roto today.
Actually, we'll see. There might be some ban issues coming into play, so there might be a chance we actually are watching Split. Hopefully not, but we'll see where this takes us.
I figured those would just be the insta bans, and then the other bans should just be their picks, right? Because
that is
should
true.
just be 4 picks. So instead of saying bans, I think we can assume they're picks because it should be a best of 5, unless we were mistaken. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, best of 5. It's actually going to be. Have you actually played in a best of 5, Ave? Have you ever
No. Friday will be my first ever time at a best of 5. So
it's exciting. Let me tell you, man. It is hell on earth, but in a great and terrible way. It'll pull you through all the strings.
I could say I've had those sweaty ranked days where I've played more than 5 games, so I'm not not above it. But it's not going to be the same. I don't know if I've sat there progressively, like with really no breaks. I mean, there might be a 5-minute break between maps, but definitely going to be the most stressful environment of a best of 5 I've played in.
Yeah, I will say we're going to see how these 2 teams perform early, because I think that will set the tone for the entirety of the match. Because playing a best out of 5 is really a struggle. You have to endure, you have to pull in deep, especially if it goes to 4 or 5 games. Mental is one of the biggest factor in deciding the winner of these matches. And even if you start off hot, even if you start off 2-0, it's always losable. So you never have to count your opponent out, and you always have to stay with the foot on the gas.
Also, I just got info from Spence, and he did say that this is a completely new team for OS, including 3 people who are completely new to VDC. Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. Yeah, he didn't have anyone to restart with. He had 3 people that he had only seen during the combines, and he built a roster that's in the finals now. So good on Spence.
I mean, if there's one thing that Spence can do is build teams that can at least get to finals, and that's very, very true. All right, and let's see here. Okay, so yeah, Haven split ban to start off, and then we're going to see 3 picks in a row, Lotus, Ascent, and Bind. And these aren't really that shocking. I'll say Lotus is kind of interesting as a first pick. Ascent and Bind. Ascent, one of the most picked maps in the entire season so far, so that's pretty normal. Bind's going to be really fun, though, seeing how the TPs are going to come into play. And, oh yeah, there we go. Pearl and Fracture being the deciding last map.
We're getting weird at the end. The Pearl and Fracture will get weird at the end.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous. All right. Well, with the bans coming to an end, we will be starting shortly. And do you have any predictions for map 1 on Lotus? How do you feel about this?
You know, as well like as my first game casting, it's also going to be my first game watching Contender. So it's hard for me to make any pure predictions. I will say from what I was looking at, Legion X and Lost in Woods. Those are the two guys I'm going to have my eyes on.
Ooh, okay.
They each have 53 bloods on the season. I think that's tied for first in contenders.
Oh,
the rest
wow.
of the team is 57 combined. So if you're
Wow.
looking for a first
All right.
engagement, Legion X, Lost in Woods are the two players I think we can expect to be taking those early engagements.
Interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know, I will say one thing that I am looking forward to is seeing the OS matchup versus the SOL matchup in a way that OS currently holds a 5-1 streak over SOL. So it seems like OS has a pretty good track record, and we're going to see if they are able to hold that up and see how they perform today. And that's going to be interesting.
So you said that was this season, the OS is 5-1?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Yeah, that's something to keep your eye on.
Oh, all right.
I'm excited to see the Lotus comps. Some maps I feel like you see the same comps pretty consistently, but Lotus is one of those that it really depends on which route you want to go. I think you can play double duelist, double senti, or you can even go double controller. You have a lot of flexibility, I think, with your picks.
Yeah, I agree completely. All right. Well, honestly, I'm excited. This is pretty personal to me as an ex-OS member, seeing my own Calzones in the finals yet again. I used to just cheer them in our OS Discord, and now I'm cheering them as a caster. So it's pretty cool. And also ex-OS members on both sides as well. So it's going to be a pretty exciting match, and honestly, I can't wait to get this started.
Yeah, I'm pumped to get going.
All right. Looks like everyone's getting in line. People are hopping on correct sides. We're going to be starting here any second now.
You remember whose map pick this was?
Yeah. I think this was OS's map pick, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. All right. There we go. And you know, looking at it now, they did ban Haven and Split, which makes complete sense because I think both teams were individually undefeated on their respective maps. So the fact that both of those were banned, probably a good idea on both sides. So there we go.
So not so much of an insta-ban from the teams as much as just counter-picking the other squad,
Yeah.
it looks like.
I mean, if you're going to be undefeated for an entire season, there's no way you're going to be allowed to play that during finals.
I think that's got to be expected, right?
Yeah. Ooh, and okay, here we go. Agent Select coming through. Ooh, I love this graphic here as well. Alright. Alright, so one thing I will say. Otter Sleep. Maybe the nastiest Reyna I have ever seen in VDC. I'm hoping there are just 5 straight Reyna instalocks from her. But we'll see. I know she's pretty good on Jet too.
And I believe she's on 2 cups of coffee today. So she said she's otter awake.
That's true. Not Otter Sleep. Otter awake. That's very true. That's very true.
So 2 cups of coffee on Jet, it'll be exciting. This is definitely a map. Let's see where she holds. If she's gonna hold A long or.
You know, as an elite player yourself, how does the Celestial Calzones comp look like in regards to the meta for you? We're seeing a Neon, maybe a Reyna Hover, a Harbor, an Omen, and a Sky. Now this is a comp if I've ever seen one.
Without leaking any any of our strats for this Friday, I'm gonna tell you right now, we probably won't see that comp played by our elite team.
Hey, I will say it looks exciting though. It looks very exciting.
Absolutely exciting. Oh, the fade coming in. Okay, I actually like this. I think that's fine. You could play so fast with this comp.
That is true, but however, do you think there's gonna be a struggle with not a single Sentinel, or do you think the Harbor and the Omen will delay enough?
That is the question that will remain to be answered. I think it could be a struggle, but it really depends on how they play it. If they're taking away, like if they're gonna use a combination of like Sky, Fade, and Neon, if you want to give both initiators, and they can take away a bomb site completely, it might be okay not to have a Sentinel.
That is true.
Really, just gonna depend on the game plans and how it works out.
You know, with a 3-site map like Lotus, I will have to instinctually go over to Nebula for their team comp for Agent Select. With the Killjoy, the Viper, there's mollies that can delay, and there's actually not a single molly on OS's side. It's a very aggressive comp, either fast retakes or just fast takes on attack. But yeah, with SOL's side, it looks like they're going to be able to play slower and a little more like conservative. So we'll see how the different play styles, you know, happen here. And the cool thing is, I think both teams actually kind of With OS starting on attack and then SOL starting on defense is kind of perfect. Sorry, flip that. You know what I meant.
I think starting on attack with the let's see, who's the attackers again? The
Nebula.
Nebula. I think they could have a slower T side. They're really set up for CT side, but it's kind of interesting. It feels like they design their comps around the opposite side that they're playing. So it's going to be the T-sided comp leaning CT first, and then the defender comp playing attack. So it'll be interesting to see how this first half goes. It'll be
Very
telling,
true.
I think.
Yeah, and the stream can't see this just yet, but we're kind of seeing the defensive formation come out here for OS, and it's pretty interesting. We're going to have a Harbor soloing on C, a Neon playing on B, and then 2 playing on A. Maybe a Fade playing for like a fast rotate type of environment, but yeah, it's gonna be hard without a Sentinel on the 3-site map. It seems a little scary for me playing on defense, but these people OS has proven again and again that they deserve to be here, and defying all odds, here they are. So never count them out. All right, 30 seconds until one of the greatest BO5s of this season will occur. Any last words before we get started, Dave?
I think just have fun, right? Good luck, have fun. We'll just leave it with that.
All right, there we go. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna see a Fade playing kind of like fast rotates here, just solo holding C and B.
I'm excited to see where this lineup lands. You don't see. I don't know the last time I've seen like some crazy Fade lineups on this map, so I'm excited to see what Killer can show us.
Oh, very true, very true.
I mean, it's gonna catch, right? It's gonna catch 4 of them, unless they break it. There's 4 people leading, so let's see how they react to that.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna start off with a C push here.
I don't know
Playing really quiet.
I'm not sure if Killa missed the lineup or if he didn't hold it long enough, but that was really interesting actually. That it like came back, but it didn't actually reach the attacking side.
Alright, well, quick smoke here, but honestly, dashes straight through it with Kill. Just immediately getting that kill. Doinker takes down, and now it's just a 4v4. However, though, we have a lot of OS players
Went
already.
through the wall.
Yeah, lots in the woods. With
huge
no
pick
fear
behind.
at all.
Choose a molly. Does Killjoy have mollies on bomb? We have that.
Yeah, they
she does.
do
Yeah,
have
there's
that.
1 swarm, it looks like. Maybe 2.
Man, with Nightcreed's wall coming out, they're left in a difficult situation, but Travesty takes one, gets immediately traded by Legend X. And it looks like they're opting to play close on this post plant.
1 enemy remaining.
Wow. With Killjoy and Molly's being popped immediately, Koala just takes the bomb and wins the round.
I was gonna ask,
There we
did
go.
they get popped? I wasn't sure if they got popped or if they waited too long to pop them and they got broken on bomb. I wasn't sure what
Yeah,
happened
that was
there.
good. That was good recognition. That was good recognition by
So they didn't go off, right? The swarms?
Nah,
Is that
they didn't
what
go off. They immediately
Okay. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a mistake.
do happen.
Yeah,
So-
of course.
Yeah, that was really good on the defensive side there. So good job on them.
The first grand finals of VDC season.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta shake them out. You know, this is just the first
It's
couple
the
rounds.
pistol
that's-
jitters. Everyone has them.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, Lost in the Woods playing very aggressive.
Oh,
here.
this is
Hold on,
scary.
spot
This
one.
is scary.
Dodges a flash and gets the kill. Gets 2.
Oh, Killer got one of those.
B.
I missed that. I thought I got all 3. Killer got one from C-Link.
Great backup here from the OS side. Playing together very well. And with the opposing Harbor Wall coming out too, they're down on smokes. Yeah, it looks like Nebula's going to be taking a step back, maybe regrouping towards A, but they're going to see 3 OS members. This isn't going to work very well. Yeah, it looks like they're actually playing really smart. They've recognized that most of the players are on B and A, hopefully leading towards C here. If they make it with enough time... Oh, Legend X almost got the pick! Oh, Travis C makes it out in just time, but they're going to fight.
All
Player
3.
standing.
Oh,
I will say
man.
that's hard to predict. If you run straight to C, you get the plant, but it's impossible to know that. That's so hard.
That's very true. That's very true. And with the OS playing perfectly like that, they swung with 3 together. You can't do anything against that. You know, one thing I will say, casting this is going to be a little hard because I know a lot of people on both of these teams personally, and seeing OS names in my mind, I want to call both sides OS. I'm going to have to make sure I distinguish who's Nebula and who's the Calzones. But regardless, we're gonna see some A aggression here from all 5 members. Just a turret watching flank. Koala has the Marshall, but
Okay, there's the pick from Otter.
Yeah, that's something you will expect from this series. Otter will be getting a lot of opening picks.
Really, okay. They got 2 on their first buy round. That's so important. Yep, they got 3. Did they go for flawless buy round?
Yeah, just perfect place at the perfect time. Looks like we're gonna see plant down from Oddish. Oh, but Nightcreed showing a little hard right there.
2. Last player standing.
Lost in the
Can he
woods.
finish the
Finally
job?
take it down. Best situation, you get just one more. Spots one in tree. Oh, and has a harbor wall too. Wow, and actually gets the 3rd in tree. Finally gets stunned, but just doesn't matter. Able to finally grab a phantom as well. Nightcreed opening the door on tree, just faking that he might be playing for a savior. Oh, but there we go. Oddish with a
Should be the round, right? Should be impossible at this point. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good try. I mean, that was nearly a flawless. It felt like coming in, and then Nightcreed finds 3, and all of a sudden it gets a little bit scary.
Yeah, a really good eco and bonus round by them. And yeah, it looks like we're going to see practically a full buy from both sides here. Nebula going to be on some weaker guns with a Stinger and a Spectre coming out, but...
You see Otter going for the half-armored rifle? Maybe hoping that she gets 2 orbs or gets a kill and dies and has knives for next, but the rest of them are kind of playing for next round, and looks like Otter's kind of committing to this one, so...
Yeah, I love to see it. Honestly, if Otter has a gun, the round's always winnable. It looks like Nebula's going to be going kind of through like an A-B split here. 3 going towards B with only Lost in the Woods playing there.
Maybe they give her the B orb. This could be a good play. And then it doesn't really matter what happens.
Yeah, killing Neon would entirely ruin this defensive formation, but looks like they're going to actually just go for a KJ ult, taking a lot of space on B if this does go through. However, the harbor wall does come out, slowing them down completely. Ooh, good spray by Killa, but doesn't get any kills. However, Sky is now 1 HP. Plant is going down. Viper Orb's on top. It looks like another fast retake. Lost in the Woods gets 2. How did that even happen? The Fade Dog's providing so much info. Wow, Otter's sleep though. There's so much going on. One is flanking. Trades on site left and right. And then there it is. OS somehow comes on top, only losing 1 member. Wow. You know, with a team comp like OS, fast retakes are something that you have to expect, and they're playing it to perfection.
Yeah, I think you gotta start, I mean, really, you don't want to trust the walls to be actual walls, but that's the second time we've seen Lost in Woods kind of start off a retake by just going through one of the walls and finding a pick and getting out. So definitely something you want to keep your eye on for these following retakes. That Lost in Woods is not afraid to just fight through these walls. Not even the harbor wall. Didn't care that it was going to slow him down.
Very true, very true. And slowing down a Neon, that's practically impossible. I need the confidence that Lost in the Woods has. The fact that
it's impressive. He's got in and out both times. That is the one thing I noticed. He got in and out. Not easy to do.
Well, it's time for Nebula to try to strike back. They're kind of on a save here with only 1 gun by Doinker. Looks like it's going to be an aggressive A
this is
here.
fast A.
Yeah, Otter's sleep.
There's really nobody there to help, and Neon is close B main, but I guess Woods will take off now.
Yeah, looking ready
they
to
go fast.
here.
This should be. They just have numbers.
Yeah, very true, very true. However, the 1% in tree Legend X could be very detrimental here. Oh, they do spot him, but gets taken down through the Omen blind. They're able to retrieve a gun and another quick retake opportunity. Koala running gun nerfs who? Lost in the Woods, good for 1, gets a slide, but Koala gets the trades regardless. All of a sudden, just a 1v3 situation here. Private Griefer has a Spectre, not the best gun you could wish for, and that hard war is gonna make it pretty difficult. Pretty difficult and nearly impossible. You know, OS is looking really good on this defensive side.
You brought it up during Agent Select with the lack of mollies, but they did a pretty good job slowing down that A attack without them right there. Do much after that. But they managed to hold them off pretty efficiently even without the mollies. They didn't have help for a bit. I think Lost in the Woods was pushed up B main for a good portion of that hit and then ran back.
Very true. And yeah, we're going to see a timeout being taken here by Nebula. And what do you think's going through their mind? What could they be talking about here, trying to fix on their attacking side?
You know, I think they're just trying to figure out what they need to do against the fast takes. I think whether they want to slow it down or or want to try to play to the speed and start taking bomb sites. I'm not sure, but definitely need to change plans, right?
Yeah, one thing they have to kind of be careful of is when they start planning, they need more people actively either on site or at least watching entrances to site. You noted how, Harbor Wall, Viper Wall, these aren't really, it's not really like a Sage Wall. It doesn't protect you from a Lost in the Woods just finding themselves on site and somehow getting out with 1 or 2. So if they can somehow find a way to actually play a post plant with their mollies active and alive, I think they'll be able to take and maybe even out this half. But so far, they really have to kind of re-coordinate themselves and make sure that plant goes down successfully and they don't lose half their team when it does.
We definitely lean towards this map, I think, being an attacker side map, but with these comps, I do think that they could put up a good defender half. So as long as they regain and get some rounds here, this is still very much a good game.
I agree. Yeah, it looks like we're going to see somewhat of a default here. Playing outside of C, completely waiting this Fade Eye ult out. Travesty just standing outside of B, and yeah, they're trying to see, an aggressive comp like OS, they have to be pushing, right? Alright, and actually with Oddish getting that orb, Viper ult does come online if they do get plant down. OS is very pushed up though on C and B, looking to take some
This
space.
is huge. This is a huge gunfight.
Oh, Night Creed gets
Creed
traded
wins
out,
it.
but
Down,
no
C.
more Killjoy, no more Doinker for that flank watch. That's gonna be very important. 4v3
Looks like the
situation here.
miscommunication. They went back, but now they're gonna re-hit C. They have 3 there. They rotated so fast. They're reading this so well.
Yeah, I think they wanted to regroup here for attack, but OS is fast with the retakes.
Oh, there's Otter.
Oh
They know where
my
last
god.
is.
Come to my
That was
world.
incredible. Yeah, 2v2 situation. Otter getting 2 crazy kills. Private Griefer with the plant. Oh, Koala is aware. Oddish might be walking up here, but plays diligent. Playing off
Do you
this
have Sky
legend.
ult? Maybe they play this for the retake. It looks like it's
I've
coming
got
out.
your
Yep.
trail.
Oh no.
Oh, great Omen
What a
blind though.
blind.
Player standing.
Wow, Oddish gets a kill on Legend X, and that's a crucial, critical kill right there.
Time to hunt.
Wallace should know both are back hall. That's unlucky. That dog's gonna clear him.
Oh, stun them. Oddish in a great.
That was but kicked off with the Otter 2-piece. I mean, that was
Yeah, that was a. Incredible.
crazy
Great
finds.
control, especially for the opening kills as well. And yeah, there we go. Nebula with a very important round, getting at least another on the board.
I mean, it really looked scary. It looked like, I mean, they were hitting into a stacked bomb site with a lot of rotates, but as soon as Otter finds 2 kills and then the ult comes in, it just became so much easier for them to hold.
Oh, and here we go. We welcome back our third caster, Koala. Not to confuse with the Koala that's in the game. How are you doing?
Good, how about you? All I gotta
Good,
say
I'm good.
though, that timeout after, Solaris definitely got something rolling. They needed that round. Huge. Just
Yeah,
something
very critical round.
There's gonna be a huge gun. Oh, he's got a judge. This is
Oh no,
a little
waiting
bit
patiently.
far. It's a little bit far for the judge, I think, but
Nah, don't underestimate the judge. Lawson would be dead here.
yeah, unlucky. If they find that, it's huge. But he has info on both. Lawson Wood's 1 HP. He's not gonna be able to find a sky heal.
Yeah, Nebula
They're
playing
just
together.
trapped.
Look at their aggression.
This is. Wait.
Oh, Killa somehow
gets
gets
2.
one.
Spike down. Attacker
Wow.
spawn.
Even with a position known.
3-on-3.
They have info. It's not A, right? They know that. So let's see if the rotates are coming towards C. This is so scary for Night Creed. He's went big in so many situations. He's gonna go big again.
Spike down. C.
Wow. The fact that you got one though, that's massive. Now Koala with a flank here too.
He's gonna find a healer
Enemy
first.
remaining.
Timing. Koala.
Oh
Enemy
no!
remaining.
It's a 1v1, the 2 controllers.
30
Controllers.
seconds
Who's
left.
the better controller? Who's the better controller this?
Yeah, Oddish with limited information going over towards B.
Toxins going
Still
up.
has a molly and their orbs still up, but Legend X has to be hearing at least some commotion. But no, Oddish gonna know that one is CT.
10
Gonna be able to get a
seconds
free
left.
plant here as well. Legend X here's the plant. Comes
He has
over
an
to
orb and a
B.
molly.
Ooh, I like this by
This
Oddish.
is so scary now. He could
Pushing
really be
CT is actually a
anywhere.
really good play. They're gonna miss each other completely.
And Legion
Legend
just
X
has no
has to assume
idea.
that they're being in.
Oh, but he's not in a good spot to check this bomb.
Oh.
No, this is a great spot. Legend X here's one behind him. Oh, and gets the kill regardless. Wow.
What a clutch by Legend X.
performance.
Did Oddish make a step there?
Yeah, there was one slight step.
Okay, so the one step,
Yeah.
unlucky.
Legend X first assumed that they would be main. That's why they smoked it to get that. To first clear out the main and almost got picked off there. Almost looked the wrong way and Oddish almost made him pay. But great shot by Legend X to give OS the 5th round.
Can I get this? Here. Here.
We're gonna see Lost in the Woods fight for B main. Like he's done all game and now they're stacking it.
Yeah,
Been
we're
able
gonna
to
see.
get kills early, but
Wow, a lot of aggression here on B. Lawson would somehow makes it out alive. And looks like Nebula's gonna respect that. Going over towards A with the space that Oddish has, but it's gonna be really difficult actually. OS is playing really good. Maintaining the space with Legend X pushed up on the box, and wow, great peek here from Tap. Legend X almost makes it out alive though. And Travesty thinking about using that Harbor ult as well. Lost of the Woods loses the fight to Oddish, and now it's a 4v3 situation. Looks like they're going to be taking Tree, being diligent, checking all the corners. Harbor and Viper Wall comes out too.
yeah, everybody is trapped outside that wall as well, so they should have a free plan to get that up.
Yeah, there's that Harbor Wall. Harbor ult, knowing that no one is on site. But we have some retake ults here on OS's side as well. Oh, almost a kill on Tree. Wow, there are 3 playing Tree. Koala's going to be in a position here to make a play.
Neil does
Especially with Killjoy ult coming out, but Nightcree takes out Oddish. They know that one more is Tree, but they have to respect this ult. No more time to play a fast retake. Yeah, with Fade and Harbor ult though for an answer. If they play fast enough, they could retake here. Koala still with the flank, the Fade ult coming through. Oh, and Harbor ult orb on the bomb. They don't know that bomb's being tapped. The Fade ult!
He's sticking.
Wow, and Koala makes the play,
Wow.
gets 2 and Tree. Well played. Wow, they are playing nearly to perfection here.
I think even if Koala dies there, they did enough to win the round with your door opening and making a distraction. I think they were gonna get that defuse regardless. They had no doubts about sticking it. Harbor tapped it and was not getting off until that was defused. So
For sure, because that Harbor Cup is so important for defusal, and with Koala having that flank, both having flanks and putting pressure in Tree, that was a great play by OS. That's a much needed round. OS now is looking dominating, 6-2. Solera's got to get something rolling right now, or this can easily be OS.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, Solaris is on the save though. Couple Deagles, some Spectres.
Coming out with the ult. Wow. So Doinker, as Doinker goes down. Lawson was still going for more as Oddish is very low in health.
Shocking.
Lawson with a stun. Legend X go down by Travis here. Travis just had a great shot.
Almost up.
Koala takes down Odyssey.
Spike down A.
Lost in the wood.
One enemy remaining.
Reaper as OS cleans it up with OS getting his second round. Alright, Adam. I have a question. What do you think? What do you think Solaris is doing incorrectly that's causing them a lot of rounds right now?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're getting onto site. At least they're fighting to get onto site, but they're not really addressing this fast retake situation. With Killjoy ult coming around like 2 rounds ago, they're able to slow down the retake, but OS has just been so dominating by playing attack on defense that it just doesn't really matter. They need to find a way to both slow them down while also maintaining space, and honestly, that's going to be a combo that's pretty hard to achieve.
It is for sure. As Lost in the Wood, trying to get a good angle.
Oh my god!
On Travesty and Odyssey.
Lost in the Woods is good for those. The amount of class that we've seen.
As Legend X hiding behind, hoping he does not get cleared out by the Skyblind? Yeah, Skyblind. That's Killa.
what a shot by Killa.
Taken down.
Last player
Legend X
standing.
takes out Griefer as Doinker takes out Legend.
Oh,
Finished.
Look also takes out Killa.
this is winnable out of Doinker. He knows where one is. Mine's just the 1v2.
Just knows him. As Doinker. Lost in the Wood as Doinker takes out Lost in the Wood as
He's got a lot of HP for this as well.
Yo.
Got both swarms.
As Doinker going to C site,
This is very winnable.
trying to clear out waterfall, and also will plant. Also clears out back halls and knowing that no one's there at the moment. But
Could get
as they
scary
did not
now.
know, one is at
Unfortunate
waterfall,
timing.
it's at Doinker. Wow. As this will go, this will be the 8th round for Calzone. As Solaris does not have any answer at the moment, but hopefully they could try to get an 8-4 half or take the 9-3 curse. So anything can still happen.
Calzones rotates have not only been fast, but they've almost been perfect.
For
They're really not rotating to like. I mean, maybe we should see could see a fake come out, but they're really only rotating to A on the times that they've committed there. Other than that, I think they've just kind of let Sky and Omen hold it down, which is allowing them to have so much freedom on the other sides of the map.
Yeah, for
There.
sure. As Lost in the Wood hiding behind box, as Otter Sleep might be pushing up here, but it's not looking like at the moment. As we can see, Spike dropped near B site as you can see Solar's playing default, trying to see if Calzone will play aggressive and trying to get them to pick this time.
And fade towards A. C is looking proper for the hit. Oh, they're gonna back up though. Obviously impossible to know, but C was ripe for the hit right there.
As you can see, Solaris all on a save, but it's
And again, Lost in the Woods, B main.
That's Otter Sleep. Well, he cleared this angle.
Is it gonna?
It's a
Does it
blind one.
clear him?
This as
Oh,
well.
they don't
Lost
clear
one
him.
got
Oh, wait.
painful. So Lost one
Only
gets taken
gets
down by
one.
Doinker. So now it just evens it out. As now you can see, Solaris playing post point position at the moment. See, as three of them playing LB main. With the attacker trigger L coming into play. It's gonna stall even more time for
What a clear.
Calzone to come back. As Legend clears out Travis.
Great find.
As time is running low for Calzone to get a defuse, but it's looking not likely, especially with that announcement. As Nike defusing,
The spam.
but the fade.
Spam was almost good.
Gets 3. Legend gets 4. Wow, what a round.
Last
I
round
mean, it's
before the switch.
more of the same, right? More of the
Yeah,
same that we've
that
seen
was
this game.
incredible.
It's just been a clean take by the attackers and then an even cleaner retake by the defenders. It feels like we've seen that pretty much every round. It's there's no
Nebula
answers to these
was-
post plans.
Yeah, Nebula was on a save last round, so they do have a full buy here. One thing to note, they do have a Viper ult and the Sky ult, and they're only one away from Travis's Harbor ult too. So if they can coordinate these ults together on attack and orb for their Harbor, this round should be secured. But yeah, OS just proving yet again that their retake potential is incredible.
And just like the first round, they're going to bring the Viper ult towards A. That's what they want.
Wow, great
I believe-
positioning here.
Spike down.
The Viper ult on A was one of the 2 rounds they've won so far, so no wonder they're keen to do it again. Maybe get a
That's very
9-3
true.
curve. What a DP.
Legend X catches Auto Sleep. And then yeah, Viper ult goes down, Sky ult is popped, and they still have the Harbor alive. All their big
Planning
ult are
outside
there,
of the
but
ult.
they're not planning in the
Spike
Viper
down,
ult.
C.
Lost in the Woods gets a pick on Griefer, and they still have to plant. They still have a minute to work with.
What a
Though.
One
play.
enemy remaining.
And yeah, 2v1 situation. This is looking impossible here for Koala. That's a play between a Harbor ult and a Viper ult. There's not much you can ask here. However, they do have all their util for this retake. But then again, so does OS. There's
We should see a
Nebula.
util dump at the end of this round right now. Here comes the dog.
2 mollies to slow him down. The dog
doesn't
doesn't
clear
actually
him.
see anyone.
Doesn't clear him on site. That's so unlucky.
Oddish in a great position.
Oh.
And there it is. Hey, 9-3 curse
Okay.
finally in effect.
The curse comes
I
in.
mean,
Both ults they bring C. In both ults
Switching
win them the
sides.
round. So,
Sure.
I guess they would have liked to have a little bit.
Like domain. You know, that's like
Okay,
what we should be
yeah,
like
yeah.
focusing on. So yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Oh, okay.
You really could not get two like more counter comps than these two, I swear.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's so counter comp.
Although I really don't know why the Viper and Killjoy are both setting up C.
That's true. I don't know why.
Maybe they VOD reviewed. Maybe they know that OS likes to push. You know, that's another thing you could make note. You're like, oh wow, they're playing like their strongest defensive players on C. I wonder if they did research or maybe they like because these teams had to have looked at each other. They looked at past scrims, how they play, their win rates, you know. So there has to be some type of insider knowledge between them.
And what did you say about? You said someone was on a 5-1 streak.
OS, I think, are 5-1 against Seoul.
Okay.
At least that's the information that was given me by Travesty. So.
But I do think that Nebula is like a lot of newer players. When I was looking at stats and stuff, it didn't seem like. So I wonder if this roster is even together for those matches.
That's fair. Also, Koala, you want to do play-by-play for now, and then when you want me to take it, just message me.
Yeah, I'll do play-by-play.
Okay, just like let me know.
Alright, got you.
Because if you just let me through, I'll just do play-by-play the whole time. So you just gotta like let me know.
I got you.
I'm finally talking with someone to fix it.
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty. As we are back, as now we see OS looking to group up all towards B, as
I mean, B is free. There's really nobody to stop this B hit. That's kind of just hiding and broken. He should get some info, but but they're not gonna commit to it at all.
Sure, they're not committing. They're just trying to get the orb. I see a very slow round by OS, trying to figure out where, trying to get some info on where the Solaris player is at right now.
They must know something we don't. They must know that they love C. Their setup is so heavy with having Viper and Killjoy leading that way. They definitely know something we don't. Because this is the second time that they're going to run straight into this setup.
This is a very slow round by OS as OS is trying to get info. As we could see a battle on C side if Ella throws his Fade Eye, but does throw as Boston would, and everyone on OS is trying to push C. There's a lot of YouTube that has to be destroyed right now. As Killer planning. As now we see Lawson Wood taking out Oddish. Oddish takes out Lawson Wood as Legendex takes out Reaper. And now we see advantage for Calzone on the 4v3. That's Killa. See, it's a hard though.
One enemy remaining.
As OS will clean it up and make it 10 for them. What a round by OS. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
They challenged they challenged the C setup, right? They had the Viper wall, they had all of the KJ utility, and they just challenged it straight up and took it. So I mean, I think that's got to be a little bit scary if you're on Defender. If you're Solar right now, you don't really like to have your heavily set up bomb site just be taken, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they adjust.
Yeah, for sure. As now we see,
but they won't even re-challenge it. They're just gonna go for A.
Yeah, for sure. Calzones trying to take A side now, flipping sides left and right.
Jet and Viper are keen to take mid control right behind them though. This can get very scary very fast.
As Legend X keeps towards A, but it does not look like at the moment.
Solar is, OS is getting double flanked and they don't even know it. They're gonna be forced to commit into the site, and if they don't, it's gonna be so much harder to win this round.
I suggest you move.
The hard roll comes in. Screamer takes on Legend X though, but Cola might blank it does get so as Cola takes on Travesty.
Spike planted.
As Otter Sleep creeping towards tree. Otter Sleep almost got the kill on Killa, but Killa takes him down. Otter Sleep. As Beaver creeping up towards top side A, but does not get Oddish makes a 1-on-1 against Walla, but Walla takes him down and gets a 3 kill in this round.
Honestly, a little bit unlucky there. I think the Jet and Viper flanked through B instantly. It was a little bit slow on the back end, but it's kind of just impossible to know that. They hadn't really taken A, but it ended up just being really poor timing, where as soon as they got to lobby, they were committing sight and ended up having the 5v3 there. It almost didn't matter. We almost saw... Who's on the Jet for them? We almost saw Otter and Oddish actually win that round from the flank still towards the end, but I thought that was going to get scary a lot quicker for OS right there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
They've also opted to move the Killjoy setup to A.
Not our sleeps. Taking out Blade.
I wonder if that's going to be a one-round thing or just because they set up that Viper ult. Because now they have full down control.
Trying to get the ult. Does get the ult. That's lost in the Blade. Uses Neon ult.
And it's just KJ here.
Takes down the carrot, takes down the alarm bot. But both of the announcement goes off for Solaris.
Here.
As Killa is planning.
I've got your
for
trail.
OS.
Spike
Will they clear
planted.
Doinker out? Yes, that guy will clear Doinker out with the Seekers. As Legend X takes out Travesty, Killa takes out Otter Sleep. Reaper takes out Lost in the Wood though. As Koala takes out Doinker. And now this makes it very, very hard for them to retake.
Last player
Reaper takes out
standing.
Legend X though, but Night Creep cleans it out and takes out Odd with the trade. As Reaper with the nice shot takes down Killa and makes it 1-on-2, but time is not on their side and might not be enough to defuse in this round. But Night Creep will take down Reaper at the end. Now we will put Calzone in match point for this map.
Match point.
I think that's unfortunate. They switch the setup and they leave Killjoy on A, but they kind of just left Doinker there by themselves. So I think I would have liked to see them have some help come in a little bit quicker. I think they're just putting a little bit too much faith in this Killjoy setup at the moment.
I agree with you. Do you think that you see Solaris playing a bit nervous right now? Because I feel like some of their shots are just not hitting like usual. I feel like they're just getting the pressure to them right now at the moment.
Not sure it's nerves. It definitely could be a momentum thing. I mean, it's been a tough map for them for sure. Some winnable rounds that.
Otter was lost on Otter, but Otter had a great cross replacement. So it's not
Good damage. It's going to get healed up, unfortunately, but I believe that's two that are going to be without armor now.
As the door gets open.
Again, they're going to run into the Killjoy setup.
As they might run to Killjoy setup. That's Koala.
Omen might find himself in trouble, but yep, they're good. Legion X is just going to get picked by himself.
This guy blind this.
Last player standing.
Watching down. Wow. As this just makes it a very hard reach out for Doinker. A 1-on-4 scenario.
Face your
Will
fear.
not be able to get it done as Boston will take down Doinker and give OS their first map of the series.
Yeah, OS showing in dominant fashion. Winning 13-5. This is their map pick. So, nothing too surprising, but yeah, no Sentinels, double smoke, double initiator, and just one duelist somehow takes the map in such a great and fascinating way. But you know what? Both teams played well regardless. So we're going to see how SOL bounce back. Nebula is still a team that you cannot count out. Regardless of the score that's shown on above, it was great by both sides. Any last minute thoughts on the maps?
Yeah, I think that map, I mean... What was that? Oh. No, I mean, we talked about it, I think, during the agents, like, that OS was going to be playing very fast that entire map, and that Solar was kind of opting to go for the slower game. And, I mean, I think they kind of just got caught off guard right there. That's a tough situation. They're just running at you, and the setups aren't working. There's not much you can do. Definitely, they relied a lot on their comp to play defender side, and just didn't quite do enough on attacker side to really make it matter.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, all I gotta say though, we're going to map 2, and this is Solaris pick. Last time in the Contender semifinals, when they faced Cyclone, they got absolutely demolished, and we'll see if Solaris can take this map back and tie it up.
Walking out the way, we were walking out the way. Alice
saw you, lady, we were walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey. Last time I saw you, lady, last time I saw you, we were walking other ways, walking other ways. Now listen, ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? Wish you the best in your journey. Wish you.
You got scars deep enough to last. Heart full of broken glass, and I'm gonna paint it black. Oh, I got bruises I covered up. I've been used every time I loved. Nothing to lose when the devil comes. Oh, turn out the lights, we can turn them out, 'cause turn out the lights, we can burn them out, 'cause I know what's waiting, I know what it's made of, what it's made of. Come and take me closer to the edge now, if you think you can't love me. Show me how to have a breakdown, if you're gonna touch me. I'm not afraid of the dark. Nothing to lose when the devil comes. Oh no. Turn out the lights, we can turn them out, 'cause turn out the lights, we can burn them out, 'cause I know what's waiting, I know what it's made of, what it's made of. Come and take me closer to the edge now, if you think you can't love me. Show me how to have a breakdown.
All right. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Game 1 finished 13-5, and OS really showing us that they deserve to be here for the 4th time in a row. With me, we got Ave, we got Koala, and welcome back, everyone. All right, what are your guys' thoughts? Next map's going to be Ascent. It's going to be Solaris, Nebula's pick. How are
This
you
is
viewing?
it's definitely a comfort pick from Solar. I mean, they didn't get their Haven. I'm pretty sure that was banned because they were 3-0. But Ascent is a map that they were not scared to play. They're 3-3 on it. And then the Calzones have just an 0-1. So Solar should be feeling pretty good. Definitely a comfort pick for them. Definitely going to be more comfortable on this map than, let's say, Lotus, where they were 0-1, and Calzones were kind of 0-1. So when two teams don't really play a map that much, it's hard to know what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. But since you need to take mid. Kawa has to be taken. You have to take tiles. You also have to take market. And last time when OS played against Cyclones in the semifinals in map 2, Cyclones always took mid, and it made sure that OS struggled because they don't have mid presence and they don't have any mid control. That they were just getting pressured from both sides if they were going into what's it called?
And I am excited to see this agent select.
Yeah,
I think Lotus is a map that people play slow pretty consistently. I would say Ascent is in that same boat, but they didn't really pick the. I mean, they were quick last time, and let's see where they go this map.
Yeah, I will say last map was OS's first map pick with picking Lotus. So that's really interesting. It wasn't really one of their dominating maps, but looks like they had enough practice, enough confidence going in. But yeah, we're going to be looking here for Nebula, looking to bounce back on their own first map pick. Like you said, Haven was banned. They're undefeated for the season, so rightfully so. But yeah, we're going to have a little bit of different team comps, though. Otter going to be staying on the Jet like normal, but it looks like they're going to be going with a more traditional Ascent comp. You're going to see the KJ, the Brim come out, as well as the Sky and the Fade. Pretty interesting. But...
Let's see what OS chooses to do. Because this comp slows them down significantly from what we just watched them play with the double controller. I'm very curious to see if they.
Sentinel, you know?
I'm very curious to see if they lock this or if they're.
Do you think Phoenix is the right pick for Ascent though? It's a hit and miss, right, for Phoenix on this map?
I mean, it's a hit and miss for Neon on Lotus as well, but with Lost in the Woods, never coming out.
I was gonna say I would trust Lost in the Woods as well for some of the angles that he was playing, holding those up close angles. Having those Phoenix flashes, it's gonna be so hard to turn from on this map. So, it might not be the textbook pick, but I think Lost in the Woods is knowing what he's doing with that Phoenix pick for sure.
Speaking of textbook picks, is there even a single textbook pick in this lineup? We're going to have a Phoenix and a Raze, not a single Jet to be seen, a Harbor for their only smokes, as well as out of every Sentinel in the game, a Sage, solo holding sights with just her wall. This is going to be interesting. OS just getting comp after comp out of their book. Their playbook is just filled to the brim, leading by Spence. I'm excited to see what this team can produce.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, based off these agent comp, this is they're just throwing it out there. Oh, it's just throwing out there that they can play anything pretty much. This is
correct me if I'm wrong. This was Solar's pick, right? So OS is opting to start T side.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
With double duelists and a Sage. Honestly, a Sage on attack isn't too bad. Being able to wall off tree or wall off CT when they push A or B, you know, it's actually pretty good, pretty useful, especially with that res. And I want to make
sense as an attack side star. I think the comp makes a lot of sense. But I will say on the side of Solar, they have the kind of, I would say, the textbook comp, right? You switch out a Fade for a Sova maybe, and that's what a majority of teams are playing. And if it comes down to comps, I mean, Solar should win this game.
Yeah, for sure. Based off comps, I'll also get Solar's that's gonna win this game, but we'll see. We'll see if our prediction is right.
After Lotus, I have no doubt that OS has some strats cooked up for their fast attacking side though, and their comp could just play to that. The Harbor, they can go so quick.
For sure. We see an entire team of OS trying to take A side as they're now picking up orbs. As Lost in the Wood looking to blind out after the smokes dissipates.
Here comes the wall. They're all here. All 10 players on the map are A.
As Legend X plus Oddish, as Otter sleeping that Lost in the Water sleeping that Legend. Oh, as Trade goes coming, goes getting traded back and forth. Advantage for OS with a 3-on-2
planted.
With Travesty and Dwinker left for Solaris.
Bring them down. Where are you? Marked one.
Fade comes in. Kind of person
Last player standing.
And does not do so. Travesty on 18 health. still have to kill 2 of the players and also the Beaters, but it's not get it done as Night Creep will give the first round to OS.
Kind of the same thing about Lotus. They just flew in there, right? Like they know what they want to do on their attack side, and that's kind of go fast, and right there they did. I think there was still like a minute 20 left in the round, and there's 10 players at A, and it didn't really seem like OS cared all that much. They just were gonna play their game and go in and take the site. Did not really matter that they had all 5 there.
OS game plan really worked on A side for sure.
It was a great rotate by Nebula, but OS was flashing out the smoke with both Sky and Phoenix. Looking great on attack, near perfection.
Yeah, for sure. As we see OS taking all of Catwalk and kind of get a pinch in. That's also with the blind. They're all coming through tree. OS has definitely been cooking up plan here for sure.
Blocking fire.
Skydog will clear under heaven.
I'd imagine they're gonna fight for A main at some point here. There's the raise. He goes in by himself.
Now Legend X hiding behind Wine. Trying to get some timing right now, but well, Legend X get cleared out though. No, as Killa takes out Otter. Killa will take out
1
enemy
enemy remaining.
Will take 2 down with Griefer and Otter Sleep. Remaining Doinker.
Flawless.
Wow.
You know, that was actually a sick setup. Sage, Koala, they walled the tree entrance, and then Killa and Koala went on top of the tree together while Legend X took control of A main. So that's actually played to perfection as well. 2 off angles that, you know, Nebula just had to somehow deal with, but never expected to see coming, especially when they're just on classics.
Yeah, the flawless is great for them as well. So now they're gonna have 2 rifles, the 3 specters, and then they're gonna have 3,000 each. So they're gonna have plenty of money. I think just running in there and getting the flawless is really huge for them.
However, Travesty does have that Odin, and that could be a really critical thing this round, especially holding tree, looking down tiles. Fade Eye comes through as well.
OS is just gonna 5-hit again. If one's there, they're all there.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, OS is amazing on its attack, so seeing this is not surprising at all. But Oddish, though, at least stops Lost in the Woods in his track.
As Odyssey gets taken out by Legend X.
Blocking fire.
And with a Killa healing up his harbor. Red Night Creep planning.
Nobody opting to stay main, no sentinel. So flank could come through.
Travesty with the Odin takes out the Koala.
Water rising.
Guy blinds both Travesty and Reefer. Reverse blinds probably 2 of them at the moment. And Travesty might be able to throw it to Fade Eye, trying to see if any reveals. Travesty. Oh,
wow.
I could get a little anxious there, I think.
Yeah, a bit too much.
Last player standing.
Whoa, take down. Whoa, take down Travesty and OS with another round on the board.
Thought it was gonna get scary there when Night Creed dies in market, but just more of the same. All the gunfights going OS's way, all the big important gunfights at least.
You know, I don't even think at this point that it's gunfights. OS is just playing perfect positioning. They're putting themselves in situations where they can either trade or at least, you know, swing out and swing off their teammates. So it's actually really well played by them. Their post plans are looking flawless as well. Nebula has to answer back soon.
Has to answer back this round. Has to.
But again, this is going to be the first time they're not opting for a 5-hit. Yeah. They're actually going to split mid. We're going to go back with them.
OS will be a split mid, trying to get a crunch tree, pushing up game main, but Otter trying to get some damage done, but does no damage to the Sheriff. As we see Lost in the Wood, creeping up Catwalk, Travesty with the Great Prowler reveals the area.
And I will eat my words as they 5-stack mid.
Correct.
They really are just keen on going everywhere together, which I don't think is a bad strategy for their comp. And the way that they play, just play off each other.
Yeah, for sure. As now we can see all of OS.
Are they gonna clear Fade?
Awesome. Well blind, but Travesty missed.
Sounded like a Bucky. Sounded like a Bucky in that corner and wasn't able to find one. Unlucky. Good clear. Almost misses him, but.
Reefer. Now I'm having to do a lot, but lots of more kills on Reefer.
Spike planted.
Fire in the
As Nightcreed,
One enemy
Legend
remaining.
with the huge red out to take down Otter Sleep, and Legend also takes down Oddish. As now Doinker with their 1-on-5, but lost him will clean it up. This will be the 4th round. All right, Michael and Av, do you think we'll see a timeout by Solaris right now? Because it's looking like none of their plan are working at the moment.
It would be good to maybe see them call a timeout and see what kind of adjustments they make. I think as a team they have this understanding that it's just all 5 of them, and the retakes are just going to have to be played at some point. If they want to call a timeout and figure that out, they just want to kind of make things up on the fly. I think a timeout would be great either way, just to kind of slow down some of this momentum, because OS is just running it down.
Yeah, and now we're looking like the entire team like OS is
Blinded.
taking out A site or all of A main at the moment, grabbing orbs. As now Nightcreed has his harbor ult. As Skydog comes in for Killer.
I suggest you move. Joke's
Also
over.
harbor ult
You're
comes
dead.
in. As Otter Sleep now placed there, but will not be able to get any kills. Door gets closed, but Travis away from the door. As now OS now back in their post plan positions.
Bring them
Goes
down.
for Prowler, but lost one take down Oddish. Odyssey takes down Lost in the Wood though. What a great shot. Odyssey takes down Killa too. Nightcreed takes down Odyssey.
Last player
Koala takes
standing.
down Travesty and Legend X kicks out Doinker as. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. You see it again. One's main, one's on site behind Dice, and one's in help. If Nebula has any chance of retaking at all, they might be able to take 1 or 2, but the third will be there to back them up. And the positioning again, OS has spent a lot of time on Valorant. That's all I'll say. They have looked at their resources, they've looked at their strategies, and they have everything sorted and through. This is a team that not only will you have to dig deep to beat, but you're gonna have to really challenge yourself and your own strats and really have to push it as far as you can.
Also unfortunate is the one pick they found on site was that Sky, so they had no flashes for that retake. They had to go through Harbor Wall, they had to go through the orb, and they didn't have a single flash for it. So I think that's when we just go back to we need to be playing retake. Make sure we have the flashes. But I actually like this. I like this. They take A main control. At that point, it's a gamble. They're 5-stacking everything.
Okay, so
Walk down a site.
Game plan, but Oddish.
They took B main as well. That's actually this is a really good play, but they can't get too overzealous mid.
As Oddish takes some damage, Oddish cleans out Koala. Wow. As Nightcreed takes out Oddish.
Trade by Nightcreed.
Here.
Well, he knows that Legend X is inside the smoke though. That's the question.
Hawk out.
So with the blind, but Lost in Wood takes out Oddish. Lost in Wood takes out Travesty as well. As now remaining is just Reefer and Doinker at the moment.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh wow.
Doinker with a stinger kill on Legend X, and
Recalling my up.
another 1-on-3, but this is more winnable than 1-on-5, am I right? Now I can't touch. I could take down Doinker. And then 6 rounds in a row for OS. This is stat just looks insane too. Legend X.
You have to be questioning about the mental team for Nebula here. I think a timeout was warranted. You know, down 0-6. The game's not over, but it is slipping away. They have to regroup. They have to figure out what's going on. They do have 4 ults this round if they can get Griefer or Travesty and Orb.
But it just looks like they're going back to the same setup, and it hasn't really worked. They're just gonna still keep the 2A.
With 5 OS members pushing almost anything that they do push, it's kind of hard for just 1 or 2 to hold them through.
I'd love for her to get her pick and get out. I'm lucky, but now guy can't die. They need those flashes again.
Great Brimstone will push some OS back. That stalls time for them to plan, or stalls time for them to push on A side. It's a raise Molly.
It's a really good nade.
As the Doinker that lost it a will with a great shot. Nightcreed takes the Oddish though. As Ray Safra comes in with Legend X, but Legend X hits on Griefer. Wow. As now Killa healing up.
What a call! What a fake!
as one player detain, will they know
They
that
have B for about the next minute of this game.
do they know that OS is all rotating towards B? And if OS gets into another post-plant position, this could be 7 rounds. As Koala looking to plan, knowing
30
where
seconds
to
left.
plan, where's the position. As now we see OS get into their post-plant position. As Killa will probably first be greeted by 2 Solaris players. Going to chase out Killa makes it a 2-on-2.
I suggest you move.
Hardrock comes in, we see Fade also come in.
Last player.
Boinker with the 4 kill, taking down Nightcreed. Boinker. Oh!
The knife ace! The knife ace!
What?
That you were just talking about mentals last round. That's got to be a round that brings the mentals back a little bit, regardless of the outcome, right? It got a little bit scary, and I think it was going to be frustrating at first that they just clean rotated off A. But when you watch your teammate ace with a knife, it's really hard to not do anything but smile about it. So hopefully, and there's the timeout. Interesting.
Doinker, the hero that Nebula needs, the hero that we don't all deserve. That was insane. Somehow getting the ace using every clip in their mag and then getting the knife out to finish it off. What a round.
Honestly, we keep talking about the timeouts. It's so interesting to me. I don't know when they decided to call that, but that would be the one round I wouldn't want to call the timeout after. Yeah. I think you just take that momentum and bring it on to the next. But
I don't know. I think this is a timeout for celebration. Personally, I think so? Screaming and
you think the fist bumps are coming out right now and they're enjoying
100%.
it?
Knowing how these players are on Nebula's side, they're either freaking out or they're just constantly screaming at each other. And that is what they need at this moment. I think this is a great timeout. This is not even a mental reset. This is like a mental continuous boost. So that was very nice.
See if they switch up their setup. Let's see if they opt to go back to the same old, or if maybe they got concerned that they kind of lost A and then they gave up a free plant B. That maybe now is when they decide to change up their setup.
That's true. You know, if you are Nebula, you have to be wary about Lost in the Woods getting their ult. They're 1 away, 5 out of 6, and they also have the Sky ult too for attack. This seems like a great round to play retake on, personally, but we're gonna see how they decide to adjust to all this info.
Looking like all OS is trying to fight A again.
Gonna be the same setup. Brim's gonna play mid, Sky, Jet, A, and Killjoy set up backside B. It's pretty much been that same setup
on A,
all
though.
game.
Yeah, it looks like
they are.
Yeah,
you are right. You are right. They're playing more for retake now. The Sky is walking.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not anymore.
No,
That's great. Sky blind.
My God! What a shot out of Otter.
Damn. And that's why she plays duelist.
As now we see Otter might have
she
an offense.
She hears it all. What a shot!
What a shot by
What
Killa.
a trade!
Boston takes the audit.
What?
The Odin takes the
Hey, hold up. Wait, that's illegal. With a running Odin kill, somehow finds a headshot. Odin's still alive, takes on the Stog with little to no effort. Finally, we get the grief roll come through. Sees everyone on mid.
Grenade!
As Killa just getting sky blinded left and right.
30 seconds
now
left.
What's the plan for OS? Down 1 player. They got mid control for sure, but
yeah, I mean it's a 2v3 situation. They're kind of feeling everything out.
They're gonna run B, but Killjoy hasn't moved. Killjoy's been. I think Doinker has not moved since he got that knife. He's just been back boathouse this entire time. And he knows this is so hard. They're gonna be forced to. There's no time to plant. The round's just over. Doinker wins the round without ever seeing anybody.
Time does come at the end, but Solaris cleans it up as that's the second round. I mean, maybe after that timeout, it's not only about being happy for their own teammate, but they're looking to get momentum back right now.
I'm not too sure why OS. Let's see if they go back to it. I'm not sure why they've been scared off this A hit. Seems like it was working all day for them, and now they're getting a little bit scared of it. Like they think it's stacked maybe, but I mean we are yet to see to stack towards A. So let's see if they just go back to their bread and butter.
Yeah, they know that Killjoy's playing on B, and Killjoy hasn't actually moved at all. So I think they should be taking A. They've been taking it really well. However, the retake here by Nebula has shown that it's sometimes worked, sometimes hasn't. But yeah, if I was OS, I would just continuously be pushing A. Kind of like what they're doing here, even though it's kind of like a split situation.
Is Sky going... Not sure if Sky's going hell or...
Trying to get their pick, does not do so. As now OS...
Okay, yeah, Sky is gonna head hell, that's good. Hopefully they wait out this hit and then they do the retake, because they need those Sky flashes. It's so bad if Sky dies here on site.
As Legend X and Lawson Wood kinda... Maybe we'll do a double combo out here as Lawson Wood with Assault. Legend X also with Assault. Lawson Wood closing down door. Will they check below? Yes, they will. Lawson Wood walking down Reaper. Oddish close nearby. As Grace Molly stalls time for them to get something, get a retake. Lawson Wood with great volley. Takes out Oddish, but Oddish takes out Killa. Lawson Wood 3 kills, taking out Oddish. A Travesty with the Odin. Doinker takes out Lawson Wood. Travesty takes out Legend X, makes it 2-on-2 now.
Turret out. Last player standing.
Nike takes on Travesty. 1-on-2 for Doinker. As time is running low. As Doinker. Almost gets the kill on Koala. That is just unfortunate.
I don't want to beat the dead horse, and the jokes will make themselves when I say that Griefer needs to be playing retake A, because they need those Sky Flashes for the retake. With the Harbor wall, it's almost impossible to retake that site with no flashes, and it's just unfortunate that they're choosing to anchor A every round.
For sure, I mean,
I'd love to see the double up tree. I hope they stay tree. Yeah, they don't. All right. Anytime me and Michael have pointed out where they're playing, they move, so I don't think they want us to be right, Michael.
That's true, that's true.
Yes, now we see Odyssey with his Jet Knives. With the maybe an off angle here. Maybe catching some OS player surprise, but does not look like they were going towards mid. As maybe I'm incorrect too, because...
Oh, that is a unlucky flash.
Very unlucky flash. But Killa takes an Oddish.
They know about Otter, right?
Nike takes out Griefer, the last one takes out Otter, and everything falling apart for Solaris at the moment. And now just Doinker and Travesty remaining for Solaris for this round. Possible with a great name.
Last player
Putting
standing.
Doinker to low health, Legend that cleans it up. As now 1-on-5 for Travesty. And right now, looking at the Krez, they are not looking good under Eco. So it looks like Travesty's going to save here, and this will be the 8th round for OS.
If you're going to be eco'd, I hope to see a gamble stack out of them. Just everybody hide A, grab some shorties, don't peek anything. I mean, this is the site that they've shown, even when they 4-stack mid, they've shown that they like to come back A. They like to finish A.
I think what Solaris need to do is make sure their skies stay alive, or pretty much stay alive more longer. Just because I feel like without, yeah, like you said, the sky blind is so important over the harbor wall and harbor cove. So
definitely overall, but I think for the eco, yeah, and one of them's going towards A. I hope they just stack A. They might just be changing up their setup, but with how often they like to finish A, I think you just stack it and hide on site and hope to win one round. But either way, I don't mind that Killjoy's opting to set up A. Doing something, right? Just to do something about the A hits, just, I mean, so far being impossible for them to stop.
Yeah, but it's not looking like OS is trying to take B now.
Yeah, and now they sniffed it out perfectly.
They do, sure.
We double checked that the VDC stream has a delay on it.
Destroyed.
Sure does. At the same satchel says. Griefer still has not been clear. Griefer with a nice shot.
There it is. The shorty finds the first of the game for him.
Last one takes out Griefer. One takes out Travis. Last one takes out Oddish. And Doinker, last one remaining. Doinker missed the marker shot, and Doinker is very low in HP. Last one trying to do some money cut. Nike will clean it up, and it'll be the 9th round for OS here. Well, we see under
Last
9-3,
round in the
Michael and
half.
What do you guys think so? We'll be
I
under
mean,
9-3.
it's looking a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It seems that OS is just a force that is a force to be reckoned with. There's very little you can really even say. They're playing perfect. I said like before, their positioning's good, their shots are good, their game sense is good, the way they take sites is good, the way they post plant is good, the space that they take is amazing. They're here for the championship level game, and it really proves that they put in the work to get there.
For sure.
I don't want to sound like a broken record because I said it on Lotus, but I will say that once we flip these comms and we make we're gonna make OS play the defender side, I'm curious to see how that works with no real Sentinel. They dealt with it fine on Lotus.
Wait, hold up. Wait, that was sick. See, even OS, they're having fun with it too. You love to see it.
London actually a great battle in right. Now coming out, trying to clear all the Killjoy utility.
Killjoy ult's gotta come in. Yep.
Guys, yes, we will see a Killjoy ult comes in.
Still have res, so even if he spams find some. Oh, Lost in the Woods again.
Lost one takes out Travesty and looking like.
Lost in the Woods love playing that space. Right, they're heading up on the stairs.
Honestly, with the
I've
flank
got
though,
your trail. Party's over.
Leather Knight puts his knife out.
Not only that, Michael, but anytime there's a wall, Lost in the Woods is going to be found around.
What?
Oh my god.
What is this triple line setup? What is going on?
All three, you have the info, right? You know exactly where everyone is now. And the res. Oh, what a spam! What an ult! Wait.
Last player standing.
Oh, takes out
One
Audis.
enemy remaining.
Oh, makes a 1-on-1 though.
Sign up for this shit.
Time is running low.
Oh, unlucky.
That's so unfortunate.
That Brim ult there was really good. And the only thing that would have made that better is if they would have got a half on the bomb while that Brim ult was up. But
Yeah, if they got half on the bomb, they would have won that round for sure.
it kind of just got scary and it got quick right there. So
Yeah, Nebula actually played it really well there. I'm actually surprised that they weren't able to come on top with that round. They had a good amount of util there as well. The Brim smoke for main, but
the
what
Killjoy
team
ult
have you
comes in.
ever seen? Yeah, what team have you ever seen play 3 and wine? Like, what is Otter supposed to do against that? It's almost impossible.
The reads have been almost perfect all game, but let's see if they fix it. But right now, it's not looking like it. It looks like they're stacked for a B hit, and it's only Sage. And that wall can do a lot, but I don't think it's going to stop all 5 players.
That's very true. However, Nebula, they're great on attack. They haven't had the time to show it, but I know what they're capable of. And with Otter going in first, 5 going through B main, they're here for it. They get a sky flash through a window, fade eye through, and there's Otter straight into switch, clearing out everything. Koala. Oh wow,
Doinker's doing it all. The Sentinel entry. Oh, and he turned around to a clown car full.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a good early kill. Yeah, that's a great early. That's another great kill.
No charges left.
This is incredible. OS showing how good the retakes are repeatedly. Some trigger discipline here by Doinker.
Again, Doinker.
Oh, both are low.
One
Gets
enemy
one.
remaining.
Doinker again.
Doinker. Oh my, with the 4K. Just when you think that they're out, Doinker comes back. That was almost a second ace too. That was incredible. That was actually great. I'm standing up for
Doinker
him. I
has
don't know
been a
about
hero.
you.
Doinker has been a hero.
Doinker's doing everything for Solaris at the moment. Doinker just coming clutch after clutch.
And that's the sub, yeah.
And
So
he's a sub too. Sign
Wow.
Doinker next season, guys. This is Doinker's montage right now.
at the very least, Doinker has to be feeling good about his stock for next season. He's been having a great finals.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, looks like we're going to be seeing kind of like an A split here. 2 going through mid, 3 going through A main with bomb. But they're playing diligent. OS knows how they play. They have done their research, looked at the VODs, throw a quick raise nade out there, sees a
good
killjoy
flash.
third as well. Gets big damage. Oh, wow.
That's a great
Going
kill.
Retreat. Private Griefer gets 1 on Kilowatt. That's a sky diff if I've ever seen it. Oh, good damage on the boom ball.
Get the heal back out. Get the heal back out. Yep.
Here we go. Night Creep gets
What a
space, gets the
shot.
right click. Oh man, Odyssey betrayed though. Griefer with a shot.
Spike
And now just a 1v4 for Koala. The Lonely Sage main still has her wall though. That's really good. Yeah, with 2 low, the best you can hope for is maybe pick up one of those guns and maybe get 1, but it's an impossible situation to retake in. However, they get 1. Otter goes down. Koala may opt to get that gun smoked off, but
Lucky.
Griefer's in a good spot, as always. Yeah, Griefer with the 3K secures the round, and now it's 4-10.
I mean, life is starting to spark for Solaris, but they need more rounds before we say anything.
Nah, I'm gonna say things right now. I don't even care.
Yeah,
Listen, Solaris, they're in a great spot. You know, Doinker is 2 away from their Killjoy ult as well on attack, so that could be really huge too.
And they're opting to get like, they're gonna lightly bonus this, but they're really opting to almost give them 11 and play for the guns next round. So if they can steal this bonus round, I think then the game is looking very scary at that point for OS. You maybe start to fear the comp that you picked.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, looks like we're gonna see that Sky Flash and Fade Eye combo come out again.
Doinker again with the blood, and he goes out.
Yeah, Doinker is 7 HP and
Doinker is everything.
Oh, whoa, with the Guardian. Holds their own.
Okay.
That's incredible. Yeah, you know, Nebula's looking good, but Koala's looking a little better. Makes it a 3v3 situation. Both teams have people 1 HP on both sides.
Doinker should be able to find a heal from Sky, I imagine.
Hey, Legend X has a Bucky. You know, with 1 satchel left and Raising, it's gonna be a good retake though. Flashes come through. One is iced. Oh, Lost in the Woods clears out one, but the Bucky comes through. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. At the end of the day, that's a good bonus, right? You got the plant, you killed 3. You can't really hate on it. It looked very winnable, but I don't think it's a horrible thing. Like, I mean, that's still a great bonus.
That is true. However, that's one of the very few losses that Nebula can afford to lose. OS, they looked amazing on that retake. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but it has to be noted. OS are playing great together. That retake with the Phoenix Flash close to stairs, the raised satchel and the nade, the Bucky coming out with a trade. This is looking great. This is looking great for OS, but it's about to look better for Nebula. They have Brimble and KG ult here, so let's see what they can do and capitalize.
It's definitely a must-win for Solar, not only giving 12, but having no money for next round if they lose this. So they'll be on match point with basically shorties if they lose this match.
That's very true. Almost every round here for Solaris is going to be a must-win situation. And with a little fake action going out here on A, but the Sky Flash seeing that... Oh my god! Killa gets 2, somehow gets 3! What? How is that even possible? As soon as Solaris and Nebula get some type of momentum, some type of traction, OS just doesn't care, disrespectfully stomping off the fire that Nebula creates. And now they have Spike, they have Sky ult as well. A 5v2 situation. Forget it, Legend X makes it a 5v1. And they spot the last and take it flawlessly. That is incredible. That is a way to stop momentum if I've ever seen it.
Also, more stats are coming in. Apparently, Doinker is signed.
Yeah.
Well, he better be.
But he can only play Wednesdays and Sundays.
Hey, he better be able to play every single day.
Oh, they did. Wait, they had him previously signed? Is that?
Might be a little miscommunication.
It's like they drafted random nuke coming in. They drafted them, if I remember correctly, but they had to cut because they couldn't do Fridays. Is what I'm understanding. Gar stepping into
It looks like we're gonna see 4 leaning towards A here for Solaris. They have a Killjoy ult, a Sky ult, and a Brim ult, but I don't know if they're gonna have the opportunity to use
They are
any
fighting
it. Oh wow, Lost in the Woods gets what? Gets 2! Oh, this is terrible. Forget the ults that I mentioned. This is in the 3v5, just a Killjoy ult to work with. OS has taken so much space. Even on defense, they play attack. This has to be a terrifying team to play into.
Wait, but Otter has bomb and they're working.
Oh, Legend X wait! Legend X gets a kill top cat and then gets 2 kills outside of A to win the map. 13-4?
I was in the middle of saying if they found that Raze kill, this round gets very scary, and then they didn't find the Raze kill. Raze found every kill left, so...
Man, someone needs to make sure Vanguard is on for these players. This is unbelievable.
Lost in the Woods through 2 maps. He's up to 14 First Bloods. Let's keep an eye on that. Lost in the Woods is up to 14 First Bloods in 2 maps.
Wow, that was incredible. I mean, there's really not much you can really say. Somehow Legend X gets a kill on both sides of the map at the same time.
One thing I want to point out, though, is Lost in the Woods with almost 400 ACS.
Yeah, no, Lost in the Woods has been putting in work. 9 First Bloods on the first map, 5 First Bloods on this map, MVP in both situations. Doesn't matter if you're Neon, doesn't matter if you're Phoenix. Lost in the Woods might as well be found in the woods with how he's playing this map. And last map.
Where are we off to for map 3?
Yeah, map 3 is going to be, I think, OS pick, if I'm not wrong. Looking like we're going on bind.
It's going to bind.
Going to bind.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you cannot be playing in a situation where you're going to be quickly retaken. OS has looked like they're only able to play attack because even when on defense they play attack. So Solaris has to find a way to work around that. Whether they get and push through spawn, whether they somehow secure site but don't plant immediately, something needs to change for these next maps. Although OS is leading 2-0, the game's not over. It's not over until someone gets 3. So you just have to pray that Nebula has good mental, and that going to this third map on Vine, things are going to be well situated.
And I'll add, that map 3 is extra scary because we have Calzones who are 3-1, and Solaris has only played it once, which they lost.
You could have just stopped by saying we have Calzones. All right, with that, we're going to be taking a quick 5-minute break in between maps. And yeah, we'll be back very, very soon. Thank you.
there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Alright, good evening everyone. It's a beautiful Wednesday and it's even more beautiful for OS. Leading 2-0 in these Contender Grand Finals. It's incredible what we've seen. By the way, my name is Michael Sark and I want to thank each and every one of you for having me on stream. I will be heading out, but I'll leave you in great hands here with Chow. Thank you guys everyone. I'm hoping the best and hopefully this goes to a best out of 5 game 5 ending because I'm here for the long haul. But thank you guys again. Goodbye Abe, goodbye Koala, and I hope you guys all enjoy a great stream.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
And it's been a pleasure to have you on the cast earlier. And I'm really excited for this game. OS is up 2-0, and they looking pretty dominant so far. What do you guys want to see out of Seoul to like come back a bit? They got slammed first 2 maps. What do they need to change?
Go ahead.
They need to have some amount of play for OS's fast play. That's been the big thing. OS is just flying around the map, just running it down, and there hasn't really been an answer out of Solar yet, whether it be with random stacks or just committing to playing retake. I think the biggest thing on Bind is them needing an answer, especially on Bind, is going to be needing an answer because this is a very easy map to just run around and go very quick on.
All I gotta say is if Solaris get through Bind, they have their map pick in Pearl, and I can definitely see Solaris, they're stronger in Pearl than OS. But getting through Bind is going to be tough because OS just knows what agent is the best for Bind. Every time they play Bind, they always have a game plan. They have a game plan on Lotus, they have a game plan on Ascent. And they just show it off. And they're having fun too with it. They're not trying, they're still trying hard, but also trying to have fun. Like, in the Ascent game, they had like this frenzy lineup, they have everything. It's just so much fun for OS.
They're 3-1 on this map as well, so they definitely have something cooked up.
Strong map for OS, and I especially love their like go play style. They have the Neon, they have the Raze, they have the Omen TPN. Every round just seems so exciting. They bring this energy about them.
It's very simple, and they move as a unit, so they're 5 going everywhere they go. If they want to take a main control, they're 5 go, but it seems like their cancels are good as well. So as soon as, let's see, I believe that Night Creed is their IGL. As soon as he's calling the cancel, everyone is backing up and they're going back again. But they're always grouped up, which has to be so frustrating to play against because especially with how they've been playing, not really committing to the retakes, they've been trying to get one and get out. And on the side of Solar, they've been trying to get one, get out, which just hasn't worked because they have 5 players running at them at any given moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Especially because I don't know who on Solaris can like.
Now we'll be moving on to Agent Select.
As we're moving on to Agent Select, but I'm not sure who on Solaris could like withstand the 5-man pressure of OS. They're just such a cohesive unit. They are so good at trading off each other, and it just seems they're currently unstoppable. I want to see what Solaris brings out, and maybe that's starting in the team comps.
All I gotta say is though, this is probably OS best agent composition in any maps from what I see. From playing against them, watching, or casting on OS, this is their strongest map, especially 3-1. Obviously, Lost in the Wood being Neon. We have a double duelist with Legend X on Raze.
And an audible Doinker had been on the Killjoy for every map so far, but it looks like they're opting to put him on the Phoenix. Whether that was by design or just because he's been having such a good series, I'm not sure, but I do like that pick to just let him see if he can combat their fast play with fast play of his own. Although, let's see where Lost in the Woods goes with his comp. I imagine a duelist is coming out, but if they choose to go double controller here, again, it's going to slow them down.
Bait. It's bait.
One of the harbors is locked in.
Yeah. Oh.
OS Killer is hovering Brim, and Lost knows. Now they're doing yours. Now they're just playing with me.
Select
I was very surprised that Griefer was gonna go on Reyna, not Ottersleep. Ottersleep is so dominant on Reyna, and especially on this map, they're pretty good. Like Reyna's a good map, good agent composition for bind, but we see Ottersleep on Sage. I think they've been cooking something up for sure. We don't see Ottersleep on Reyna. We see Ottersleep on different roles. This can be a surprise for us for sure.
Oh, the OS comp. Look at this. Triple duelist, double smokes. No sentinels, no initiators. This is even more of that run,
Yeah, this
playstyle.
Doesn't look like they're gonna really change up from their game plan, and they're starting attack side, so there's gonna be nothing you can do. Ottersleep can maybe put up her wall and have it shot down instantly, but this is gonna be could be another tough half on defense.
All I gotta say is one thing though. From last map on Sen, Griefer was almost like first step, almost like at least like a good few rounds. So what I want to see from Griefer this game is at least not being the first one to die on the team, because that skyblind is so crucial on retake.
I wouldn't put that just on Griefer for it, but yeah, like for sure, just making sure that whoever's anchoring site knows when to get out, because I think we saw that on both sides where they weren't really playing their life well enough. And I think that's just what happened a couple times to Griefer, but they're not playing their life well enough on site, and they need to start playing retake in some of these situations.
Yeah. Sure. As we're going into the first round pistols here, just some contact showers, but Travesty is getting taken down by the 3-man unit.
Good damage is done. No heals, so...
Really good damage done, but this death ball from OS seems unstoppable right now. They're coming to rotates in, the Phoenix is coming over, and the Sage is anchoring, preparing for a teleports maybe. And it seems like OS is kind of stalled here.
She has wall.
It's doing her blind zone.
Still, Ottersleep should... I imagine she still has wall, so if they... Oh, did she wall off? She might have walled off Hookah. I might be mistaken. Yeah. She might not have wall here for this.
The harbor wall's coming in, and they're execing, but Doinker has a really
not
good
gonna clear
here.
Oh, unlucky.
So
he does get cleared. And it rotates coming in, but...
Ottersleep should be in a good position to make something happen.
Look at Sage.
I'm not sure they're ever gonna know where she is.
But I think Raze here, Legend X, can get some value.
Oh
no!
On Legend X though.
It's a 4v3 retake. It seems like it's a positive position for OS. They have a strong hold. They have lots of util.
I think Ottersleep's gonna find a freebie. Yep.
Opponent's killed.
This retake is very winnable.
Really winnable, but
especially with Hookah fully cleared.
But look at Nightcreed. He has an insane spot right here. They won't know he's in elbow. But the double up long. Ottersleep is trying to push through here, but I don't think he'll find
no, didn't clear it deep enough. Almost didn't matter.
But Gamer gets one back. But Nightcreed's backstab.
All I gotta say though, OS has been phenomenal on post-plant scenarios, post-plant positioning. They're so good. How can Solaris stop this post-plant scenario? That's the question that Solaris should be answering or asking themselves on how they can stop this post-plant scenario by OS.
They gave it a good effort that time. It's unfortunate the Reyna played so disciplined and then almost wasn't cleared deep enough, but that retake looked even winnable at times. I'm excited to see what they do on Bind. They were able to stop or shut down the initial A push and then almost had a good retake on B. So
where are you?
OS so far, they looked okay on that pistol on this map.
Yeah, especially
or
they
Solar,
get these easy attacks because of what you were saying before of the easy first picks for OS. Once again, there, Showers, they got the first pick. But here, they're coming out with the Raze. Legend X has the Bucky and the smoke. But they should know, they're spamming them, but nothing is connecting. The plant comes down, it's another
what a blind.
Oh, Lost in Woods.
Oh, Lost again.
It gets a Bucky kill.
Another. But look at Ottersleep here. I don't think she can do much here. She has a classic. But Doinker on the flank might have some potential. But Legend X seems to know. But no, he turns around. And Doinker might be the hero of this round.
Last player standing.
Ottersleep's gonna take it out backside, but Doinker connects with one. But no, the classic isn't enough as that's 2 on the board for OS.
We need to add one to the ticker. Lost in Woods has been going through every wall that he's been around this game, and he's just going to add to the ticker again. Just runs through the wall A, finds 2 kills, almost finds the 3rd. He is now well equipped to go through the wall. I think first map we saw him on Neon, and he was still going through without flashes, and now he has a flash to help him out. So those walls get really scary when you have a player that's just kind of Stewie 2K'ing you.
Oh,
Whenever
this
you throw
OS
them up.
team has so much charm. The Legend X Bucky kills, the Lost in Woods like W push walls with the blinds, it's just insane. But we see some contact A main here, and Lost in Woods.
The flash is good again.
Unlucky. That's a judge for him. And once again, Lance is gonna come down. It's gonna be another retake. But looks like Legend X overcooked a bit, giving away a free pick. But they have solid lamps control, but they can't really get into sight. I would like to see a TP here, since there's all 4 on site. Look at Doinker holding showers, and this is what they're gonna do. TP out, and it's a free sight on B.
Stealing sight.
The good news is they've kind of forced them to play a real retake together. So now they're going to be all 4. Doinker's going to TP. It's going to be 3 in the front, and then one's going to come hookah. Wait, is Doinker opting to go TP late? Okay, no, he does TP.
Spike planted.
He gets past the molly, but Sage is super low. Once again, it's a 4v4 retake. The wall's out, and what? As you pointed out before, Sky's dead. They can't blind through this
Look at
wall.
Lost in the Woods. 2 with the wall. I thought he was going to go through it. I wanted him so badly to go through it, but...
No, he's going through it, alright.
No, they won't let him.
But he's definitely trying.
I wanted to add one to the counter. Look at him talk. Look at him talk. Just another frustrating death.
2v2 here.
Oh, the molly's gonna let him know. Matter.
2v2 is just travesty here, and he knows where Lost is, but not where Otter is.
Oh no.
Yes, the long-range judge kill just cured around for OS.
Lost in the Woods is very frustrating to play against. It seems like this whole entire series, he's just going through walls. He's got the judge that round. These Phoenix flashes are so perfectly timed. Like, there's really not much you can do against it. He's just feeling himself, and everything that he's doing is seeming to work.
For sure. Lost in the Woods does not care about any wall. He's gonna run through any barrier that is in his way.
Yeah, this man is just brimming of confidence. He's 6-2 right now. He's feeling himself. He just fight me. That's all he wants. He just wants to fight everyone. And now that Solaris is on the save, I don't know if they can. Maybe they could use the aggression that OS is pushing against them, pushing at these judges and
It's not a full save. They might still have money issues next round, so I'm not sure if it was miscommunication or they just opted to go for the half buy, but...
Yeah, before contacting showers here, but it seems like Solaris is doing a good job of holding them off. They're backing up showers, but Koala is in a position to find one. But there is nothing. It seems like
they're backing up.
Really pushed up B. Look at...
Yeah, this is so good. This is such a great setup. The Stinger is not really the weapon you want in this situation, but it doesn't really matter. It comes down to Otter and being able to find a kill. Never mind! The Stinger is the gun you want! I was wrong! Oh no! Oh no! The miscommunication, he mollies.
But I think it's still fine.
They know. They must know Doinker is close after that molly. But they're opting not even to push him. They're gonna go long. They're gonna take these fights with the guns. They make the good decision.
Yeah, this long. And the TP's here. I want to see if they TP here. They have the double hookah set up. Raze is pretty much out of the game right now.
30 seconds
and I want to
left.
see if they rotate. And they do.
Yeah,
but look at who's on A.
They love the
Reaper.
TP.
He's ready to like come in the street. Oh, that's Doinker's whipping. As Legend X is whipping.
Oh, he brought out the knife again. Doinker loves. We've seen that. He loves going for those knives.
Spike planted.
Look at Creeper. He's in a prime position to get one.
Last
He
player
does,
standing.
but it's just all up to the Brimstone. Oddish with the Deagle. He needs to make a miracle happen here, but look at the health bars. Brimstone, 1 HP. Raze, 1 tap to the Deagle. Phoenix, no shields. So it's definitely possible. Let's see what Oddish can pull off here.
He might be able to isolate one if he clears this.
Oh.
Sorry, if he clears this. Good win. This is unlucky.
Unlucky.
Just the gun pullout not fast enough, and Lost in the Woods with another one. 8-2. Max Eco, man, this guy is on fire.
There's no way of stopping Lost in the Woods, bro. We shouldn't even call him Lost in the Woods, bro. We should call him like Best in the Woods at this point, bro. He ain't no lost, bro. Hey, he ain't lost with fast for sure. 8-2.
And he's making the other team lost, alright? But
Oh,
look at the other team's buy. It's more judges and Buckies, only 3 rifles. It's like these judges aren't really stopping the unit, even though if you spec the fast play.
They opted to switch up the setup. I think they're gonna let Doinker fight. Maybe they just wanted this ult. That could have been the play behind
Good
it.
damage from the ult, but that's Phoenix gone. That's another.
Just get out. Just get out.
And it seems like that's the ult. Well, again,
Great ult. And they find a pick behind that. That's so big.
Now, Solaris gets the first pick this time. Let's see what they do with it. It is the rotate coming out. There's two here. Both judges. Oh, but they're
Reyna's
both
gonna heal off
taking
that.
it out. Reyna gets the full here. Is now another 3v3 retake with equal numbers. I want to see if they can pop out. Solaris can pop out fast here. Well, they're still not ready. Look at Reyna. She's got a flank on 3.
Yeah, Reyna's gonna. Oh, I thought they weren't aware, but the Brim had it. Audis was staring at it.
Oh, call us on the edge.
Oh, gets one.
And she gets the dismiss.
And gets the dismiss out. That's a 3v2 so hard for Solaris. But they definitely have the tools to win this. They have the Brimstone Molly. And
they find one.
Gets one. They know
where the rain
is.
And now the PEMDAS. They should know that it's Hookah, right?
Has to be
Pretty much cleared everything.
Is it that? But is there time? He has the Molly down. They have to push him.
It.
They both one
No
shot.
way! No way! They might have been able to win that had OS killing that. He was going to wallbang bomb, I think. There was no way that was the intent. He goes to wallbang bomb and gets the person pushing Hookah. Like, it's just one of those days for OS. It does not matter what they do. Everything is working.
Yeah, I mean, going back to plus-plan scenarios. What do we have to keep saying? They're just performing just excellent. There's no way of stopping this at the moment. If OS gets plans down, whoever has OS IGL, I think might be Nightcreed.
Yeah, I believe it's Nightcreed.
Insane with calling these plays, telling them, okay, let's just back up after the spike is planted and play post-plan scenarios.
And look at the shower push. They've been putting so much pressure on shower every round.
Oh, he's got to get this out quick. Doesn't find anything.
Not finding anything. As they're out, look at them pushing through another wall. He finds one. That's another first pick for OS. And Legend X looks like he wants more. Will he get the Brimstone? The Boombot spots them for a second. But look at his position. He's so deep. Look at Reyna. She's under hell and she's just ready to trade him. This teamwork from OS is so nice. And as honestly, it seems like they jumped out of that smoke and didn't find any. But look, Doinker is 1 HP, stuck on the flank, and he's all isolated. But Griefer finds Koala.
Maybe a little bit of an overextension.
Yeah. Now that's a
into this retake. Didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They don't even get punished. They overheat, doesn't matter. They're not getting punished for their mistakes. Everything they do is working.
They're just having fun. OS is just having fun at this point. They're just trying to take trying to take the fights towards their teammates or towards their opponents. It's just
everything OS does. It seems to like be gold. Like they can't.
Really more of the same. It's. I mean, we've seen a little bit of splitting here between short and showers, but more or less the same that we saw on the other two maps. It's just all 5 of them running around trading each other very efficiently. They've made good plays to kind of counter the 5 stacking. Otter Sleep, we've seen her take space, I think, with Doinker. We saw it that one round, but they're taking all the space they need B, and as soon as OS decides to come back, they end up just breaking through those.
But man,
I'm really not sure what you can do right now.
Or showers, but this time.
Okay, you can push showers.
Find you.
This one goes in the ways of Solaris, but they find a pick a main to even up the numbers. The Sky is rotating over. They know OS's antics now. They love this A site. But one TP, does it draw rotates? It does. But it's just a fake. The bomb is still A main. Were they re-explore showers? And it's nothing of it.
Yep, sorry.
But look, the aim is comes to regress. Travesty, ooh, does not find theirs. And it's a free site for OS, where they've been so good in this post-ban. And look at Lost in the Woods! He's going cooking! And if they lose Sky here, I think the round's over.
For sure. That Skyline is gonna be crucial. Well, we see Lost in Woods gonna play safe. It's a really good decision.
Good discipline. But look at Nightcreed having to flank on the flank. If Sage does not speed up here, they might get caught.
They're gonna check that corner. That's a tough corner to find. Yeah, they just play the cross.
But man,
again, we say it. The post plant is perfect.
Every round we play post plant, it's just flawless. There's nothing else to say. It really doesn't. Scores tells it by himself. Really does.
If you're Solaris here, when do you time out? When do you
would
change
love,
something?
and I said this, I'm repeating myself from the last 2 maps, and I would love to see a timeout because this should be an eco. They're kind of opting to force into it. If it were me, I'd be ecoing, and I think you call the timeout and you take the minute to come up with a creative eco strat.
Yeah.
But like,
maybe not an eco so much. Look at their money.
but now they forced into it, so
200 creds across 3
and again, they're opting to fight for this. What a shot! 1 HP was looking for more. I love it. I love it by Oddish.
Man, even though they're down 0-7, they still have the confidence. Solaris here, but the shower pressure is coming in.
That's gonna get all
fatal.
4?
Getting all 4. They should know. They should know it's all 4. And Brimstone's healed up, so
yeah, that definitely is all 4. Look, they're just gonna rotate back to short and they're gonna take the TP. Is that, or they're just gonna full rotate? They didn't go long. I'm actually unsure. Dropping to cross short.
I mean, Don's getting so much info, finding all 4 again.
Going up.
But Otter again is going. She's gonna look for a way to stop this rotate.
Man, look at Otter's
There's a chance to go. So this might just turn into a perfect flank for her.
Yeah, I want to see if they take the TP here. They're kind of trapped inside of this A main area. Otter, she has the flank covered, and Sky has.
No! Doinker gets such bad timing. He hears the footsteps, maybe just a little bit too late.
But Oddish may be the hero of this round. She finds one, pops the Brimble, and gives
Great ult straight into Otter. They're gonna find their first.
This has to be the first.
There it is. Solar breaking. Look, we were wrong on desk. The force was the right call. I didn't believe in it. They forced. They didn't call a timeout. They won the round. That's why they're playing and we're watching.
You can't argue with that. That's correct.
I mean, from last game, pretty much Solaris won that round, and then they called timeout right after for Otter's or timeout called by Otter's lead, but it does not look like the same for this game. But yeah, that's much needed round by Solaris to stop the one in OS. Oh, it's
they love to do this. The showers take. They love to send the dog and then have Brim fight it. They are working with a smoke, maybe. I don't know. I actually like that. They changed up the look a little bit, but they're just committing a little bit too hard to the fights.
And it leaves Doinker by himself on A and Lamps with just a judge. And look at this Reyna lurk. She will find there's a wall there. And I feel like this fight between Reyna and Sage will be the most pivotal.
But they might not even see each other. She might just get around without. If Reyna waits for that wall, then Otter is just gonna get through without any real contest, and they won't know. But she may have opted to stay behind the box long. This could get weird.
I mean, I feel like Otter's sleep's position just isn't valuable anymore. They have the fast B and she's not moving. The rotates are coming in, the plan's coming down. It's gonna be
she'll end up going long. This is gonna be kind of maybe difficult to read because she's going long so late, but they're not even opting to play it really.
Oh, look at Reyna. That's the. Oh no!
Reyna's done it. Reyna's done that every round. I think that maybe the griefer just read it, called it out, knew it was coming.
Who knows? But Otter Sleep seems like a team flash, which she just felt like she would not. But it seems like
one enemy
remaining. 4, but Griefer chases once, 1v1 between Phoenix and the Sky.
Also has ult as well.
Yeah, this doesn't seem possible for Griefer with the Phoenix ult. Low time on bomb. Well, they decided to save.
Come on, let's go.
The Phoenix ult was popped. He's coming looking for the fight. He's jumping out to run gun. He can definitely tell it's nerfed, but it's no time for Griefer, and it's another round for OS.
Yeah, that was just assault time. That was not to get the kill.
Maybe the one positive takeaway there is that Lost in the Woods used his ult. He won't have it on an entry here, but definitely not what you wanted out of that retake. That seemed to be another winnable one. They had, I think, either a 3v2 or 2v2 after they killed Reyna. It looked very winnable, and then it just fell apart on them.
Yeah. Man, these post plants by OS are so good. There's countless situations where they're even number post plants and they just win it out because of their coordination. There, it was an amazing blind to blind Doinker with the judge, so he couldn't find anything. But here it's more A pressure, but it's a walk down by Solaris.
Nice. They opted to fight short. They've been
fighting showers all the time.
And they're fighting showers.
Oh, they're fighting
Doinker with 2.
They're winning.
It's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be
One enemy remaining.
That's not great
Oh,
for
no.
Doinker, but Team Flash. There's so much work for Quality doing.
Contender.
The Vandal blinds out and he's gonna just chase down.
Wait, the double. Look, all 5 players are going to be running at this Reyna.
All 5.
All 5 of them. They're about to get a taste of their own medicine. This is what it's been like to be on Solar all game, and now
Oh god.
That'll be so second round.
for one round, the script totally flipped, and it was now Solar running it down at OS, and they find all 5 kills. So maybe they're just going to start holding W again.
Maybe that's a play here for Solaris.
Counter the W with holding W yourself.
Because
like a
if
joust.
they get their 9-3 from the outcome from the last 2 games, this does not look good.
But maybe. Look, the second OS loses to A, where Solaris is trying to fight A main again, but all of OS is on B. And they are running straight into this Sage, who has the Wallen, Hookah, and a double.
This is going to
spot of
clear
Long.
everything, though. Doinker's ult is going to clear everything. They should be able to send the rotates freely right now.
Oh yeah, they know
This
it's
is
not A.
interesting. That's
They-
unlucky.
Oh, they see Donovan. What takes out?
Unlucky.
Oh. As the 2P anchor players cannot find anything other than one pick on Lost in the Woods. And once again, this retake on the B site where OSS looks so strong in. And I don't know if Solaris has the util or like the plans to break through it.
And now Brimstone and Porkilla has his Orbital Strike, so this could be crucial.
Yeah, Legend X looking for something, but backs off, really disciplined. But Travesty with the
I
flame.
believe Kill is playing a lineup maybe as well from
Long?
back long.
I believe so, it's the double up Long.
If
And
they have
look
the
at Knight's
lineup
position.
and the ult, this really should just be lost.
Look at Knight Creed. Oh, but he does get it.
They got a half.
You get half though.
Got a half. Both players all along. He's
a great
volleying out
molly.
Claw, and she has to swing it.
That's a great
Yeah.
retake. That's a great retake by
That's
Solar.
great for Solaris. Well, that's the round.
Maybe a little bit of confidence.
Last round
Coming
before
back.
the switch.
Yeah.
They can get 4. It'll be their best
money is
T-side we've seen. Or best half,
Sure,
I
for
think, we've
sure.
seen all finals.
For sure, because both maps went 9-3 going to OS ways. So,
Yeah.
That round
and-
could have been worse a lot earlier. It was kind of unlucky. The Harbor ult ruined everything, but I think Otter being up on her wall and with, I want to say it was Grief for playing long, looked like to be a good setup, and then it kind of crumbled quickly because the Harbor ult, but
Yeah, but the retake. It
they're
looked
getting creative now. I
spectacular.
like that.
And after the 7-0 round start, these 3 rounds are like a godsend. They really need this, as Doinker is trying to swing out straight into the Brim smoke. It's more A pressure coming out of OS. Slowly creeping up A main here. Lost in Woods on top of the box and Nightcreed under, but up.
Oh, he's legged him.
But they're winning out the showers fight. They got 2, they got Spike. And OS's game plan is slowly falling apart. Lost in Woods is in a great position right now on top of A site behind this harbor wall.
Still
And he
waiting.
finds one Oddish. And
Oh,
Nightcreed finds
no.
the second. And this is
Fade had
now
ult
winnable
there.
for OS. All of Solaris is kind of stuck in this showers TP area. And OS is just slowly crushing in.
very blind. Great blind. to
Great
get
blind. They still have to bomb. But look at Lost in the Woods.
I think
This fight between him and Doinker. And Lost in the Woods wins it out.
Last
Swings
player
out. That's a
standing.
second for OS.
Reaper on the 1-on-3 takes down Lost in the Wood, but 9 health. This has to be very clean here. And collecting from Reaper.
it looks so winnable. I think, I mean, an oversight, which happens to the best of us, especially in the
Switching
heated moment of
sides.
finals, is Travesty dies with the Fade ult there. I think if they get that Fade ult off Heaven before they peek it, it could be, I mean, they get so much info. I think it would have tagged at least one on site, and then I'm not sure if it's going to get the person showers, but I think him dying right there with Fade ult is maybe what brought that take together.
I agree with you, but also I would say Lost in the Wood was a huge impact in that round. Getting that pick behind Triple and then getting that pick on Hookah. Or not Hookah, getting a pick in Showers. And even out to 3-on-3, so.
Yeah, the way Lost in the Woods just finds himself in these positions where he's so deep on site, where the Solaris players just don't expect him to be, and he just finds these timings and is just winning them rounds. I'll say that he's the MVP of this round, but it looks like more showers aggression from both sides as Koala gets taken down to 1 HP. But the same could be said for Griefer and Doinker. The plan is coming down. It's gonna be a retake, but they do not have showers control as Legend X looks dead here. Yeah. But look at Nightcreed. He's coming in on the flank. But Oddish seems to be aware or no?
What a flash. Just gonna make time. They're gonna take space behind that flash. I actually like that. Travis T gets out on the bench.
Oh no! Oddish caught with her iPad out. And Nightcreed gets a second A main, and this retake seems to be going great. Doinker is saving it back though. 1 HP, has the molly healing up, lost no woods.
Last player standing.
Does clear a bench, but no, Travis T wins it out.
I get it.
Call it when it happened. I just commented about Travis T making a mistake with the ult, and then I'm going to give it a compliments there because he takes space behind the Phoenix and gets to bench, ends up finding 2 kills, and just shures up that take, and they're just going to take that round. So that was a great adjustment. That was a really good play to go out bench right there, or else they were going to be triple trapped in showers, and that was going to be so hard, especially after the flank came through.
That was a much needed round by Solaris. If Solaris lost that round, that would have been easy. That could be easily 11-3, especially with. But now.
But look at Legend X with the shorty in the smoke.
Legend X.
But he's not gonna find one.
Well, he's
Oh
dead.
my gosh, it got crazy. Wait,
Legend
he out, but Killer doesn't. What happened? What happened in those smokes?
Everyone in Solaris rotating onto B.
Oh my god.
They're gonna take the TP, I imagine.
They're all
3 of them are
going B and
staring.
no
Yeah,
one's home.
they did wall off the TP, but.
But look at these 2 lurks. They're coming in.
Oh my gosh. Phoenix on
Love
Phoenix crime.
Oh, that's 2 guns.
Spike planted.
Now they've 3v3 retake. Oh, it's a
Nightcreed
Vandal
found the
for
Vandal, that's
Nightcreed.
scary.
3v3 retake.
Look at Fade. Fade is so far pushed up. And
Fade
nobody's
has
going CT. That's wait. Nobody goes CT. That's unlucky. It's a good call though to instantly.
Not bet with the Sage Wall. He cannot pass this, but Nightcreed loses the Vandal.
Time is running really low for us to get this retake now.
Yeah, it seems like Solaris needs to just send it now. Time's running low, but man, they're Brimstoked. They're stuck in hookah.
And there's a Molly. That should be the round. That Molly should win it. Yep. There's just no time.
Last player standing.
But even though, I think honestly might die here. Yeah, and that's just 1 gun for Solaris, and their bonus is gonna look quite weak.
Just bonus gonna might be a lot of half buys, especially being down by 4 rounds. This is still winnable on a comeback.
I will say this is one of those random bonuses that if they can steal, I would love to see them get creative. I say it every time that they have a eco buy, that if they can get creative with a strat and steal this round, it's one that can actually change the game. A 6-9, their OS is going to be broke. I would love to see something fun here. Either 5-stack showers, maybe a late 5-stack short.
Man, I would love to have the Solaris Copium and Hopium, but man, I'm getting deja vu for the past 2 maps where the first 3 rounds are the first 3 halves look so good for OS, but looks like Solaris gonna come back a bit, but it just gets snuffed out. I want to see if they could change anything here, as they're going back to this A hit that they love so much.
What a wall!
She's walled off.
That's
wow.
a great wall. Oh.
Legend X is going. The Bucky from Outer Sleep. Will she find one more? She will not. Kinkella gets traded out though. That's a rifle down, and that seems to be the oops. But here again.
Oh, Lost the Woods finds a knife. That's even bigger.
But look at Nightcreed. He might get another timing of Brim. This is really dangerous for Solaris because he has Oh, the kills are just going OS's ways.
Really low.
It went from a 4v3 to a 3v0 pretty much instantly. I mean, I guess we didn't see what happens in showers, but Lost in Woods finds a knife, flashes out, is killing Griefer. And then at the same time that's happening, we just have Nightcreed on the flank coming in. And again, Nightcreed and Lost in the Woods just duoed up together at the top of the leaderboard. The sight we've seen for 2 maps in a row. Now 3 maps in a row.
I gotta say this, if Solaire does not win this round, this is gonna be looking like a very, very difficult chance to come back, especially with their eco right now.
Yeah, like if they lose this round, that's 11 on the board for OS, and then they're on the eco. It's gonna be 12. They're playing for OT. They need 7 in a row. It seems like if they don't win this round, it's over in my mind. But
I would
here
say
it is.
so as well, but
Another A look. They love this A look here, carrying out close with the dog.
The 3-2 split has been their favorite look, I think. I think we've seen it every round on attack sides for them.
But
At
look
least
on the
off
other
the
side of the
start.
map. They cleared all of B. They know they're here.
Yes, this gets scary now.
But that is a tool used by
They don't want to
OS.
TP. I imagine I thought they were going to TP, but they're opting to play it safe. Harbor's waiting for bomb, I imagine, and then he'll be the first one to TP.
Yeah, and another first pick by Legend X is traded out instantly though. And that's this side, and Lost in the Woods get caught with this flash out, and that's a plan for Solaris. But Camilla is in a perfect position for her to get a free pick, but will she know that Griefer is on this bench? Nightcreed's been going for his flank every round, but
maybe a mini pop and
Oddish.
swing onto the IGL, the 1v2.
It's a 1v2 here for Griefer.
We're gonna have to go
He
through the
just
wall.
win.
Oh, he dinks him!
Dinks him for the first.
Oh, and he doesn't find the transfer. He's 1 HP. That's a really good try from the bench. And I was wrong. I need to go back and say that I was wrong. I saw Nightcreed staring at the TP. I expected him to TP on tap. He actually walled. So he walled through the TP so he could help his teammates on A. That was actually cool. I hadn't seen a Harbor do that before, but that wall was really creative and cool.
I thought that Cove actually missed the spike.
Yeah.
I think so after that bounce of the Cove.
Yeah, it might have. I mean, he got dinked through it, right, when he was going to bomb, so.
Yeah. But
Must
man,
not have been
Nightcreed has been
perfect.
doing this flank every
But
single
I'm not
round,
sure
and
who it
Solaris
was.
doesn't seem to have an answer. I'm like lost for words on what Solaris can do here because they need to answer the flank from Nightcreed. They need answer Lost in the Woods running in, and they just need to also like find a way to break through this 3-man unit on A. But here it seems like they're going into a default, trying to pull apart OS's defenses, but they're not budging. Look at Lost in the Woods.
Lost in the Woods might run right into this trap. Knife out could give Otter a free one. The Frenzy can be tough in these situations, but it doesn't matter.
We tend to dust.
She finds it. She finds it clean. She doesn't know it yet, but that gun's free.
Clean kill for Otter. And a first blood for Solaris that they direly needed. And is drawing rotates to B. And that's the top fragger. The carry and Lost. But there's still Nightcreed and Legend X on this B site where they'll be hitting Brimstone.
And Brimstone's
Killa
on his way.
also running over on the way. I wanna see.
They're keen. They're down. They're taking the site.
They're going.
Oh,
the Brimstone. The Satchel's get messed up, and the Brimstone ult comes in, and it's a free kill for Solaris. It's a 3v4 retake, 3v5
Did
retake
Killa
on the B site.
see Travesty go there? Yeah. Okay. The ping comes
Yeah,
in.
they know.
Oh,
they
the
know.
molly comes in.
Oh, the molly comes in.
Did he? Oh, I thought he was gonna get out.
Okay,
Makes the retake
4v3
more
now.
winnable. Still have a leer.
Oh, Brimstone. Oh,
The
wait.
Brim ult.
Solaris are dropping like flies.
Kills are going everywhere else.
Reaper only has a classic. It's all up to Oddish here.
They know.
And Killa,
And this
Oh my
gets
God.
4 on the retake.
4 in the retake.
And this is
And that's
match point,
12.
series point.
Oddish is so close to winning the round for her team. I think if she kills the guy Cubby and gets away, then that round becomes so much harder on the Reina to win.
Yeah,
and
almost
that
a
would even
battle
stall
for
more
Brimstone.
time too. That would have stalled way more time even, and that would have probably won them the round despite its time difference.
That was definitely a clean retake. It started weird with the Legion X. He threw his blast packs and it got weird, but everything that followed that was really good. They managed. I mean, the Molly they got to clear Travesty out of the corner, and then they just kind of ran in and got all the kills. Oddish, unfortunately, getting prepared to ult, and just her teammates die around her.
I mean, now looking at Solaris having 4 ults, they're probably gonna invest all in this one.
Oh,
the
the Pinto finds nothing. Man, maybe Doinker could pull out a Lost in the Woods cosplay and flash through this wall, but no, Reaper does what? Finds him throughout.
Good Molly, scares him
Great
away.
And Molly, double TP here. They know that the A side is weak. They're TPing themselves. Look at
Otter. Otter's so far pushed up. What a big win.
close killer.
What a needed frag onto the anchor on A side, and OS just has nothing in this retake. All three of them are flanked. They know
They're
one is
short, but they're
showered.
double hold. Again, they have a good bait set up. Creeper's gonna play the corner, and I think Otter's just gonna bait for him.
I mean, it's kind of all up to Koala. She smoked off.
I don't think there's any way you clear. Yep.
One.
I don't think there's any way you clear Griefer after Otter.
But Night Creed. Griefer
Night
doesn't.
Creed is.
Blinded.
He just owns short.
It's
Night
3v2,
Creed owns
so
short.
winnable. Oh, but no, the smoke dissipates perfectly for Doinker as he closes out this round.
Much needed round. I mean, now they need 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, that's a much
Even
needed round
get
so
us
for
into
Solaris.
To even get us into OT. And then they have to win 2 more rounds after that to get us into map 4. Oh.
Yeah, but that's where all of the greatest stories start. 11-3 for Fnatic. Maybe it's 12-6 for Solaris.
True. I like that. I like that. That's good thinking right there.
Or, yeah, 12-5. Well,
Yeah, 12-5.
this attack side.
They should
definitely
get 7, right? OS is
They
fully
should get
safe. here. 7 should be a freebie.
Yeah.
You get scared saying a freebie because anything can happen with how OS is playing. There's a lot of confidence. So even, I mean, every gun is scary.
Oh, Lawson went
But-
and Night Creed doubling up in hookah, but that Skydog
hookah.
won't be able to clear.
Wait,
Finds
wait,
both.
oh!
He finds both. He finds both. Doinker, but he gets traded out by Night Creed, and that's a rifle for the Harbor. But look at the fade.
I think that
She's
takes
in
that
elbow.
out.
She finds the timing. And she might get a free kill on this Reyna.
Oh,
But
he heard
Night
Night
Creed
Creed
again.
Night Creed
also-
does not
Oh, the
CP.
timing! The
Oh.
timing! Griefer punishes! Oh
Griefer finds one and
no!
Travesty finds one. Now this round seems over for OS. With just a Bucky on Brimstone.
But that ult's gonna be fool's gold. He thinks he clears flank, but Brimstone's actually laid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Legend X investing in the result. He finds one. Here.
Oh, he's got a shotgun on
Mark
flank.
1.
On the bomb. They need to be checking this. As they're under pressure. It's a 2v2. So winnable for OS. But no.
Nice
The
play.
kills goes Solaris' way. And that's number 7 for Solaris.
I mean, that was a save round, but that got close. That got really close.
Yeah, now we gotta start the conversation. When do you think Solaris can start winning this? When do you have the hopium?
I mean,
Is it now?
No, I gotta say at least 2 more rounds. If they win 2 more rounds, I'll start riding on the hopium train.
They win
Okay,
this for 8. They're broke. They get 9. You never know what happens.
True,
Yeah.
this is still winnable.
But look here,
I mean-
lost in the woods. The
5
great
rounds left,
loss.
and I
One
imagine
off
that
the
they only
ult.
have 2 or
true.
3 buys to get this done. So
Yeah, and then OS also they have 2 8. They have Neon
Blinded.
or they have Phoenix and Reyna. That's one off their ult, so they could have 4 ults coming up very soon.
Heavy A pressure coming out of Solaris, but that's running into the stack. 3 here already with 1 more on the way. But look at Sage. Otter finding
Oh,
so
he's
much
opting-
info.
Legion X is wild. Just
Otter
doesn't
maybe
matter.
leaving a
They
false info.
obviously
know
are not
what
worried
to
about the
do.
comeback. They're obviously not worried about the
Spike
comeback if they're
down
still
B.
taking fights like this.
Oh, well,
Also,
Lost in the
also-
Woods find more with this. Gets 1 on 1. Kills the second.
And gets away.
But look at Otter.
Otter is in a very
Precarious
what a
situation.
flash! What a clear!
Oh.
Boinker again going huge.
These
I could
3v3
take the
retakes on
Otter.
B site. These
Oh,
even
they're going
numbers-
back, but they're gonna be running right at Koala. Knife out! No!
One. Doinker.
Boinker.
Last one standing. Great Brimmo. And Doinker chasing down Koala.
Oh,
Doinker
okay.
is
My
Koala.
ultimate's ready.
Still
Thirty
winnable.
Boinker
seconds
has
left.
ult. This is very, very winnable.
He does have the spike here.
They're
And
opting to
OS.
commit to B. They're not sending one rotate, and they're gonna make the right read for now. But this is very TPable. Yep.
Doinker should be having the free plant here. Has ult afterwards. And he
10
needs this
seconds
1v2 to save the series for Solaris.
Insta ult. Yep.
But I'm
And
concerned.
he's gonna ISO 1v1.
ISO
Oh
one.
my. And he knows.
He knows
Oh.
that greed.
He's gonna wallbang?
He finds
And he
second.
knows!
Oh,
Doinker with A! Oh my! We've seen the ace out of Doinker. We've seen a clutch 4K, and that's another clutch 4K. That was a 1v3, I believe, that he ends up closing out. Doinker is crazy.
Man, I don't know. I'm starting right on the Solaris Hophian
It
train.
got very scared. I will say that. Wait.
One more, and I'll jump on the.
OS is opting to commit to this buy. It's not going to be a great buy, and if they lose this round, this is when it starts to get scary. So,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I would say this.
Bulldog, Spectre,
Yeah.
Bucky. If they lose this, their ecos are still gonna be rough. So
Lost in the Woods has a
very
Vandal and ult. That's the one thing I'm going to point out about this round, because him by himself can absolutely win a round like this.
But look at this A site. It's no one's home right now. It's
Otter's going to be in a good position if. What the, oh no! The running Vandal.
God.
Careful
Oh.
here.
What did I
Solaris?
tell you about Lost in the Woods and his ult?
But Solaris has the bomb down. They have 4 alive still.
Otter
They
does have
know
ult,
where
though.
3 of them are. They need
The
to
dog.
win the post plant.
I don't. Oh, Lost in the Woods isn't going to clear. That should be a free kill. And the trade! The trades are good.
Coming out from Creeper as Doinker finds one of his own. And Legend X fully.
Wait, that should be a free kill.
blind.
Oh my, he's not blind. What happened?
This is 2v2 retake.
Where are you?
4.
Skyhole came out. They know that both are short. This is so winnable again. But it's
But
scary.
no time.
Yeah,
No time.
it's done. It's done.
Horseman comes in and they
It's
find
done.
both.
They get 9 and they're gonna be ecoed to get 10.
Oh god, OS is. I would see a timeout here.
OS has one buy. OS has one buy before this game. Wait, they're opting to just buy again? No.
No.
What's happening here?
They have to hear right from Night Creed. They will have the 3 other people equal.
No, they're committing again. They're just gonna
Committing
buy
again?
out.
Oh no.
This is
OS
this is
loses
so
this round.
scary.
Oh, I know. Wait.
Oh wait, they changed their mind. They're opting.
Okay.
So they'll have a
Keep it
full.
safe here.
So they'll have a full buy next, but then they're gonna be on a pretty bad buy, I think, for 11 as well. So maybe next round's their last full buy.
But man, more A pressure here from Solaris.
Solar just needs to
Wallace
clean up a mess here of ecos.
Oh, Doinker
And he's
reminds
almost
one.
gonna win.
Oh, but Koala, she's too deep.
Yeah, Koala she swings out. Doinker again, going huge, and he has ult again.
Well, you find the Bucky's here. He doesn't clear his Bucky's running around.
Bro, what a route! What a route!
And Legend X couldn't find the body because Reaper is holding for what perfect team synergy out of Solaris.
And now it's
once
Night
again-
Creed left by himself, the IGL again.
The
1v5.
1 on 5 with
42
He's been
HP.
great at winning fights short, but this one might be a little bit too tough for him. 42 HP, a Spectre, and 5 people to kill.
Oh,
Has to be ace here. Has to be ace.
has to be the ace clutch out of Night Creed. 5 alive. He might find one here from Oddish, but no.
Oddish is a great on Night Creed.
Great shot
Alright.
from Oddish.
Okay,
yeah.
so here comes the last full buy of the game for OS. I could be wrong about that. Maybe their money's okay next round, but I think they're going to be buying up here, and it's going to get scary for 11-12. But they got to get there first. Solar has to win
One
this.
timeout. I feel like right now they should be content. They lost 5 rounds in a row, and I feel like OS need to get something rolling. They're playing way too aggressive now. OS is now Solaris has caught up to how their playstyle is. And I feel like OS should play a bit more passive, trying to secure this game, because
And again,
right
they're just
now-
going back to the A setup. Look at
The
they got
A
two
setup?
short. Although Otter now has been choosing to play free by herself. So she's just going to lurk, and she's waiting for what had been Lost in the Woods flank to come through, but he's actually playing pretty disciplined outside.
I'm concerned about this though, because the Sage res has not found any value throughout this whole half. And Otter, she's deciding to push B with Travesty here.
I think you let Fade go first, especially with that ult.
well, Lost in
Otter
the
can
Woods-
find. Lost in the Woods is on the box. This is
On
an
the
interesting
box.
setup.
They
It's
they
so
would
hard
never
to clear.
expect this. As he finds one, he
Player,
finds
they
the
do
second.
get
Can't find the trade.
And also
And
has
that's-
COC.
Doinker goes down as
Unfortunately,
well.
doesn't pull rotate, and they're just still ready.
Gunner.
Oddish here has ult, finds the first pick.
2v4. Do miracles happen?
Smoke's down.
And we have a
Prepare for
That's the ult, and that's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be
a-
finding Randolph.
That's
He's still
gonna
in
find
ult.
Koala. That's a great ult. It's a 2v3.
2v3. As
Oh, he's got a good
aware
read
of
on
the
me.
lamps. He's aware of the lamp.
Last
But no,
player
he can't
standing.
even it up. It's all up to Oddish to ace.
But all at 16
Clutch up
health.
this round, and it would not be at the final
would
stop.
not be,
At the final stop, Solaris falters, and it'll be OS being your contender champions for
What?
season
Ours
4
are-
of VDC.
And what
Defenders
a
win.
series out of Lost
What
Woods
a
and Night
series.
Creed. Night Creed not only fragging, but also making great calls. What
All I
a
gotta
Man.
say
series.
is, what a comeback that Solaris had mounting, but it just fell just a tad short. But what a series by Lost in the Wood.
Oh yeah, Lost in the Woods was a monster. Definitely my personal finals MVP here.
For sure, for sure. He popped
Pushing
up all
through
three maps.
pushing through every smoke, getting so many good timings, and just being the changer for so many rounds that looked so losable for OS and just made them victories.
All I gotta say though is, after 3 maps in the grand final contenders, Lost in Wood has 20 first bloods in 3 maps. That's sensational.
Also,
Man,
let's go to the comments that they gave us. So, Night Creed had said that he's an old man, big brain, no aim. And I mean, I wouldn't say no aim. He definitely was shooting very straight this game, but the calls were crazy. And then Lost in the Woods kind of warned everyone before the round started, and he just wanted to say that he only knows how to run it down, and for some reason, nobody stops it. And I think that was
that's
what
that's
happened
what he
for 3
did.
maps. Nobody really stopped it. He was able to run it down, and he was able to find bloods everywhere across all 3 maps.
Yeah, we saw like some glimpses of Otter being able to like distinguish the aggression from Lost in the Woods flank, and she was able to get the kill with Frenzy and convert that eco round for them to start the comeback. But overall, Lost in the Woods just kept W keying and kept getting kills.
That one shot on the run and gun. The one shot on... Oh, okay. Go ahead. Oh, okay. So that one shot by Lost in the Wood when Lost in the Wood with that huge ult running and Odyssey had a better positioning, but just running, gunning, killing Odyssey was just something different. Lost in the Wood just played out of his mind today. Probably over 300 ACS between all 3 maps. I gotta get if I had to pick, I would say Lost in the Wood for sure contender match MVP for sure. No doubt.
Well,
What a series.
We do have a special guest, if I could kind of update the graphic to account for it, but we have a special guest, and it is Reggie Made hopping in the booth as a quick guest to announce to you your contender tier season long MVP. Reggie Made,
hello.
You have the floor.
Hello. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, hype match, you know, I gotta be a little upset about the fake comeback, but you know, it's okay. We still love him. And so we were looking at all the contender players and seeing who were really some of the like standout players. And we have our secret council of spies in contender to let us know. So don't think that we obviously look at rating, we obviously look at numbers, like that's our team, but we also are looking for like some of the unsung heroes, and like one definite unsung hero that I want to shout out personally is Defits. You're my boy. You're doing great. Like, you're seen. Unfortunately, not MVP, but there was 2 players in contender who just were really difficult to decide between. If you could see the numbers, Discord chat, it's crazy. We talked a lot about these 2 players, and unsurprisingly, the 2 players are Blundering, and the other player was Night Creed, who y'all just saw play. And what we saw was just from the person we chose as MVP had such crazy consistency, just always showing up, always putting up. The lowest rating they ever had was a 1.0. This person is just always heavy on the leaderboard, just like really popping off in a lot of ways. And while there's a lot of unspoken, just like strength Night Creed gave to the team, in the end, Blundering's performance took the cake, and we're awarding the Season 4 MVP contender to LG Blundering.
Go Blundering!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Blundering.
Really well deserved. He's been a monster the whole season. And even though he's not in this finals with us, man, was he great.
All right. So, congrats Blundering, and even more congrats to OS. And I'll pass it back to y'all.
Yeah, thank you, Reggie Made. I think we have everything set and done for our first grand final of the season against Omnipotent Sandwiches, Celestial Calzones, and Solaris Nebula. I think we're done for the night pretty much, unless if you have some other thing you're going to drop on my head or like right now actually. But I think we're done. All I have to say is 2 days from now, our next grand final is Elite between, I can't even remember Kingdom Coffee Latte taking on Party Animals,
Berserkers.
the Berserkers. Thank you. I should know this, but I don't know. Scuffed brain. Anyways, our next grand final, our Elite grand final, is this Friday. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. You can't wait to have that occur. Casters, Reggie May, do you have anything else before we sign off for tonight?
Reggie has left.
He hasn't left the desk. His name is still there. Well, then, Casters, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I gotta thank you, everyone that watched. It was a great series. It was fun. We got teased with the false comeback.
All I gotta say though is subscribe to VDC on YouTube. If you like the stream, like the stream. Turn your notification on so you get notified for the next stream. And thank you, Nuclear Class, for having me cast. And it's been a great series between both teams.
Yeah, can we get some Nuke love? He's been honestly amazing the entire series.
Thanks.
Nuke love, everyone in chat.
Aside from when OBS crashed, I tried to fly too close to the sun with some replays.
Nothing you can do.
But hey, Uni, if you're watching, do you have some special tech you know that I don't know of? Thanks if you have anything. Anyways, again, thank you. Congratulations to Omnipotent Sandwiches. This is their 4th time in Contender being in play in the grand finals. I don't know if they won it last season. I just can't remember. But either way, congratulations to Omnipotent Sandwiches. Good run from Solaris. We'll be back on Friday for Elite Grand Finals. You do not want to miss it. See y'all then.
Good night.